So we left off last time. You guys were exiting the cave, planning who knows what. You hadn't really discussed what you were doing next, but as you did so, you took a look around, discovered that the cavern was different. That you were not in the same place you were when you left or when you entered. The When you came in, you were following the cavern up and then turned left to enter, which means it would have flowed to the right, leaving this cave. But now it flows left down a soil or dirt covered track as opposed to a rocky cave floor. Go ahead.
All right. Something's happened, and I have no idea where we are.
This is
Bear Lady,
different.
are you picking up any sense?
Am I picking up any sense?
Are you a bear?
No.
No.
It smells. It smells like you are picking up a lot of scents. Actually, it smells like dirt and dirt.
And water.
Oh, and water. Yep, water.
Yeah, for
Smell
sure.
water.
Yeah.
Dirt and water.
Yeah, water has a smell.
Yeah, water definitely has a smell, depending on what's in it.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Do I smell any sort of like grassy smells at all?
You don't know what grass is.
Weren't we just in a grassy area?
You were in a heavily mossy area.
Oh, that's right. Moss. Okay, never mind. Ow. Do I smell moss?
You don't.
Okay, just making sure.
Make
so-
a nature check if you are a bear or trained in nature or a bard. All right.
we take those.
Both of you
9.
eventually
Really?
figure out that not only does it smell like dirt, it smells different than the dirt you're used to. You at some point in your life, in your years in the back home, you have, everyone goes by or goes into the moss farms where the majority of your food is created. There's soil there, and that's where a lot of the like human fertilizer is mixed in to encourage growth. You smelled dirt before. The smell of dirt and like nitrogen rich or nutrient rich dirt is not new to you, but this definitely smells different. It's like that. It's similar. It smells like that kind of like nutrient enriched dirt, i.e., is probably fertilized. It's not just like dead earth, but it doesn't smell the same.
I think this would be a good time for me to use my thingamajigger.
Ah, your thingamajigger.
My compass.
Why don't you tell us about that?
Compass.
So,
Do tell.
am I allowed to like tell them about it?
What do you mean?
I just know that.
You asked me
When
like
I
if you can tell them how it works?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So then I.
But what I mean by tell us about that is I mean tell us what Aranar does and what they see.
Okay. She pulls out the compass and so that everyone else can't hear her, she asks it, show me what you see, and then raises it up to the room,
Okay.
hoping that that's what sets it off.
All right.
She's gone crazy.
So you are in a dark cavern. According to the rules of your object, you have to pick a direction. Where do you send it?
Okay.
Your only real landmark at the moment is the stream itself, but there are other directions. So the stream goes left, whatever that is. You know one of the other powers of your object is knowing the direction of true north.
Yeah.
So despite the fact that you have no real use for the cardinal directions north, south, east, and west, you know that north is behind you in the direction of the cavern where the dragon was. So
the opening of the
yes, the opening is headed south, and the stream heads east.
So I want to send it towards south because the opening, towards the opening.
Okay. So, party, you see Arinar reach inside of her clothing and pull out this small, like, simple brass object. Now, again, none of you have any actual functional use for the cardinal directions, so there are no compasses in the caverns below. So she pulls out this brass circular container, not larger, like not even large enough to hold anything of worth. You couldn't put anything of value inside this thing, it's so small. But she pulls it out and it's on a simple kind of leather loop. She puts it close to her mouth, and you can tell she whispers something to it, and then holds it aloft a little bit, still attached to her neck on the thong. And from that, you see the darkness just kind of separate from itself. You've all lived in Sunny Lake or in a sunny area, and so you know that somewhere up above you there is a sky. You know, it's where the sun is, and it's also where the night sky is. You just don't get to see very much of it for a useful amount of time. But you know up there that there are the things called stars. You get to see very few of them. You have no idea what constellations are because your view of the night sky is so narrow. But out of character, we get to see the constellation of a kite, which is not, I don't mean kite like kids fly in the sky. Kite is also a type of bird. It's a hawk. So you see the constellation outline of a kite just kind of separate itself from the darkness and stand on atop Arinar's outstretched hands as if it emerged from the compass. She points her body and therefore the kite in a particular direction, and this small winged predatory bird takes off into the dark. You see only just this streak of starlight heading south.
You want it? Any? Hello? What is going on?
What was that?
What was that?
What did you do?
Well, we kind of don't know what's going on, so I figured we should find out what's going on. So I'm just checking things out, just looking at
This is
something.
checking things out.
Yeah,
This,
we're
this
fine
is checking,
here,
this
right?
is checking things out.
We
Totally.
have no idea what you're doing. Not a clue.
Let me say this.
Yeah, what if this...
I would like to
makes no-
say that just yesterday, I asked everyone, hey, let's have a little chat. Let's talk about what we can do. No one wanted to do that. Somebody disappears. I don't know where he is for the fight. Today, we walk up, bird lady appears. I don't even know what that just flies down. Listen,
Okay, would you rather us go out there and find out what's in the darkness, or we let something else that can't be touched by the darkness go out there and find out what's in the darkness?
I'm not saying that what you did is wrong. I'm just saying I don't understand it.
I think he
That is
just
all I'm
doesn't
saying.
like secrets, which is very ironic.
I
but,
feel
um,
the
Yeah.
same way. It's very
I
odd.
am a very. What do you mean it's ironic? I am a very open person. No one
You
has asked me
are
anything.
the epitome of secrets, sir, but it's fine.
Are you hiding anything, Cole? Anything?
Yes.
Exactly. You guys haven't asked me anything. Oh, that's
Doesn't mean that I'm not hiding it. Just saying
right,
you haven't
right,
asked.
right. I mean, you say yes.
Regardless,
so-
what is this? What are we doing with this? What is this random light? It's a light, right? By the way, like,
Yeah, because
it's like
you
a
guys don't
clear.
know what- Yeah, so you guys don't really have a good concept for birds. So to you, this probably looked like a very strangely shaped bat that spawned out of nothing, was made of lights, and just flew away.
Did I know it was a bird?
Oh no,
or...
you know, yeah,
Okay.
you, Arinar, are well aware that the creature is a kite, which is some sort of predatory bird from the surface above. But none of the three of them, and in Arinar, this is the first time you've ever known what a bird is. Like the legends say, there are birds, but you've never seen them.
Yeah.
So like that's cool and all, but you're the only one who even knows it was a bird. They're just like weird bat.
Am I allowed to tell them about it now, or no?
Yes.
Still can't tell.
Now,
Okay.
Now you can explain in non-mechanical terms. Like, don't read the entry to them. You can say what Arinar's interpretation of what she has is.
We all got the gifts, right? Mine has someone in it who tells me which direction I'm in going, where everything in like north, south, east, and west. And not that we really need that right now, but it also releases a spirit of sorts that goes out and comes back and tells me what's out there, and if there are any, enemies nearby, you're welcome.
I'm just gonna like look. I'm just gonna look at my mask
You're
and look at her compass and just shake my head.
All right.
Okay.
So it's basically 15 minutes that it makes its circle. So you guys have a while to chill here and talk. If you want to walk someplace, or if you just want to stand around and wait, we can fast forward 15 minutes.
Let's have a chat.
It's like the
Okay.
spirit of a tracker,
So-
inside my
so-
little compass.
And so thank you for sharing that. Would anyone
What
else
does
like to
yours
talk
do?
about their specific item?
What does
Oh,
yours
wouldn't
do?
you like to know?
I would.
I'm sorry.
I just shared
Well-
mine.
Sorry,
Well.
3 minutes, not 15. I did horrible math.
Oh, okay. Looks like we have no time.
No
No,
time.
no,
How
no, 3
unfortunate.
minutes is still time, like plenty of time for a small conversation.
Yeah, I didn't say how
Yes.
long it was going to take, so you can just go right ahead.
In essence, I've already told Rezigo. I have the opportunity once per day to change my appearance and also to become invisible. Outside of that, there are a few other things that it can do, but it doesn't really pertain to us as a group.
Hey, Corvia can turn invisible too, apparently.
Yep.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Where were you while we were getting our ass handed to us by some slime?
Just being at a safe spot. I don't.
A
Just-
safe
just-
spot.
Yeah.
Now that I
What is-
recall, I saw that the bear next to me was healing awfully frequently, but I was bleeding out a lot of that fight. What was going on there?
You're just too far away from me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. But your item, tell us about that.
It's only can be used in combat when we are fighting something that is relatively smart. Is all I'm gonna say.
Relatively smart.
That doesn't give us
So-
any information.
Nothing at all. Nothing. We're talking about being
What
open.
is considered
really-
smart? Here,
This man.
I
Oh
thought
my
I
gosh.
thought it was hard to get this guy to open up. What is happening with you, Corvia?
This is
Like
a
that
very
slide?
close
Not very
group.
smart. Could not use my item.
All right, Rezigo, you've already told me a snippet, but I'm sure they would like to know who
I mean, I guess if we're sharing, here's
stole
the
our
gist.
gold.
I have some abilities with these jewels that I can call upon Shar to help in certain situations. I'm totally new to this, so I'm still learning these. But I might have tried to call her and to help
Mhm.
her take care of the creatures that are that were in that cavern, and then
Yes, I recall.
I guess
Mhm.
she took a little bit of the gold too.
A little,
So,
you say.
Hmm.
A
I mean,
little.
I can't say how much, to be honest.
I'm-
I don't know
I'm
what
just-
was there, and
I'm just playing with my dagger. She tossed. Mhm.
And I don't know. It might have been worth it to not die. As somebody who was there on the front lines as well, I'm kind of okay with it.
Was
I
I not
mean-
there beside you?
it
Yes.
looked pretty bleak. We were not doing so well, and I just wanted to try to use what I could to influence the monsters and try to save us. So there's always a
Considering
price
it
to
was your
pay,
first
I
time-
suppose.
Appreciate the
Considering it was
thought.
your first time with the item, I understand. However, in the future, if we could make sure we maximize our profits, that would be greatly appreciated.
Well, maybe
I
we could go with
mean-
a plan instead of just diving in and going in because
Yeah,
you see
it's
something
definitely not
shiny.
Who are you yelling at?
I
Oh, I
don't
think
know.
you know who I'm yelling at. I didn't even raise my voice.
we don't even know if we'll be able to find someone that will take what we have. These are unique
There's
coins,
always someone.
sure, but of course, but
I don't.
who around here?
You have to think if there have been several people leaving our community, they have to be somewhere. They have to be going somewhere, and they have to have found something. So
We
Oh,
just
you ha-
went into a room essentially and came out in a different place than where we began. So I don't even know what's
and it's
possible.
Cole, you have to think about it this way. If you're dead, the money doesn't mean anything anyway.
Well,
you are right, but while we're alive, it means a lot, doesn't it?
a god did just take money. I don't understand how that works. But yes. To Aranar's point, yes, I agree. Alright, well, where are we going? What did your trinket tell us to do?
The strange bat made of lights comes flying back and lands atop the outstretched compass in Aranar's hands. Aranar, to the south, hold on just a moment. I can't find the tab. Ah, there we go. To the south, the cavern stretches towards a wall. Some 100 feet from here, there is a flat wall. It then turns east and west. East follows the river, and west heads into the darkness. I need you to roll a 1d2 to see which direction the kite went, because it travels in as straight a line as possible, but as soon as it hits a barrier, it tries to go around it. So,
Okay, so
1 is west, 2 is east. Roll a 1d2.
Calling it now west.
it's roll, right? Roll 1d2.
Slash
Oh my God.
slash roll
Back.
space
One.
1d2.
Okay, so making sure.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, west it is. So it hits the wall and travels the direction the opposite of the stream. It turns west. To the west, it travels another 900 feet. On the way, around the 500 to 600 foot mark, it comes in contact with a group of bipedal small creatures. The first of which, it marks with its magical features, which that's how your item works. Beyond, for the remaining 400 feet, it covers an old, thick series of webbing, and then it denotes to you, or it implies to you, that the cavern began to grow light. Those are the things you know.
So
Oh my God, that's not even a word. Okay. 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 So it went followed into the darkness and then went west further into the darkness.
can you
It-
point?
Yeah, but what good's that gonna do? It's darkness. It's all dark right now.
Because he doesn't know what west is.
Yes.
Oh, okay. This way? I actually don't know where west is.
Wait,
me?
it's the opposite. I mean, you can you don't have to point with your arm, so you can say I point or I point west. It's the opposite.
Okay, I point
like
west.
in character, it's the opposite of the stream. If that would be the best
Okay.
point of reference.
Okay, I point west and I say, I point west. Aranar points west. It's opposite of the stream. The stream actually travels east. Not that that really matters to you, but it went that way, and then at about 600 feet that way, it ran into some small, upright creatures, possibly kobold. I don't know. Wait, do I know kobold?
You don't know. You know that they're bipedal and small.
Okay, bipedal and small. Okay,
Like you,
so
as
small.
a character,
What
are
is
aware of kobolds.
Okay. I mean, they could-
Bipedal means walks on two legs.
Yeah. So it could be kobold, but I don't know. It's a two-legged creature. And then 300 feet past that, there was some like old webbing, and then light started to creep in after that, and then it came back.
Light,
Yeah, some sort
like
of like
from a
glow
torch.
or some sort of light is all it said.
Oh no.
Just
Where
like
did
I'm trying.
Ben
I'm
go?
testing something. Hold on. But keep going.
Light.
The
Well,
light.
since that's the only direction that we're aware of, I'm okay with walking in that direction if we all agree.
Yes, I suppose
Unless we
that's
would just,
fine. We don't have anything else that we're
Yeah.
doing.
we could follow the stream, but I think at this point, before continuing forward, we should look around.
Can't hurt.
We can always find the stream.
Just so you know, there are other creatures that way, so maybe we should have a plan for in case we run into them.
We killed them if they're a threat. We talk to them if they're not. Good enough?
Sure.
Good talk.
We
Not that
are
I'm your
sheep,
leader.
right? So we don't have a torch.
Not that I'm your leader, but I don't know what else you would like for us to do.
Well, I mean, if they are like, maybe they're small creatures. They could be kids. They could be kobolds. They could be
I'm not
like.
saying we slaughtered them immediately.
Let's
Okay, I just want to
Let's
make
just
sure we don't
no,
go
no,
in
no.
guns or
Only-
knives blazing.
Only if they're a threat. Only if we
Okay.
all agree that we are in danger will we unleash the havoc that we are.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Restraint is my middle name.
Certainly isn't leader. All right.
All right, let's go. And I just walked.
Wait, the one. Okay, well, we have one person who can't see in the dark, or
No, you
maybe
don't.
two.
She can see
Oh
me.
wait, she
we
can
can all
see
see
now.
now.
She can see.
Oh,
now.
that's right. Oh, I
Mhm.
forgot
we
about
learned,
that.
We learned that in the cave.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
I start following Cole.
Saturday, Dibby. Oh, you follow. Interesting.
The non-leader.
The non-leader,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
I mean, if he wants to run into danger by himself and die, it's fine. This freaking guy.
Are we just walking at this point?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
Yeah, we're heading west.
Okay, so
So you
you
guys
said hold on.
are hold on. So you guys are not following the stream. You head west.
Yes.
right.
I mean the blue
Okay.
dots under the lizard.
The blue dots under the lizard are the stream, which heads east.
Okay.
You guys like this map, and I'm not usually going to draw this for you, but since James is doing it, he's not here. I'm helping out. So the blue dots are the stream, which I guess should be a solid line. You guys can. I mean, normally we won't draw you. This is supposed to be a map, not a cartoon travel path. Okay. All right. Let's try something else real quick. So there is an up-and-coming program for better sharing video and voice that might give us a not so pixelated quality on 3 of the 5 of us. I'd like to give that a shot. Now, a couple months ago, this was cool, but not ready yet, so we'll see if it's come any distance.
Okay, so just share our camera.
Yeah, just share, like, turn off your camera here, because it's not going to let you do both. That's why mine's off.
Allow. Ooh, fancy.
Turn off.
Let's see. Need this. To
Oh, I hear Pepper.
Hello.
I don't see anybody but myself.
Yeah, I see my cell phone. How do I?
Cameras on.
I don't?
It says Stream ID already in use.
Hold on, share your camera.
Is that normal?
Okay, there.
Maybe
there
I'm
we
supposed
go.
to do a group thingy.
Okay, there you go. Well, that's weird.
Let's try. Ah, yeah, I made the wrong kind of room. All right, that's not the one then. Leave that one.
Okay.
I have left.
How about this one?
Join
I
the
am clicking on the link.
Ah, no, I see the
No.
problem now. This is going. It has a limitation of 4 people, I think.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh,
Your mic's on.
Hello.
Thing.
You
Yeah.
guys are very pixelated, though.
Yeah, you too.
yeah. Everyone else is pixelated but me.
What the?
Oh.
You guys gotta disable your mic in the thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
there we go. That was better. Nope, it's not.
Okay. So I think we're gonna hit the wall of 4 people max. Yeah, that's not gonna work. All right. Well, it was fun time experimenting.
Go back to the Discord.
Back to Discord.
I mean, I still have my Zoom, so.
It was.
you-
Hey, it
That's
was
true.
worth a shot. I
we could
respect.
use Zoom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
We
can
wanted
stop
to do that real quick. I can throw that up.
Yeah, it'd be nice because I think it's like it's always. Of course, my video is always clear because I'm looking at myself, but at
Right.
least 2 of you are always super pixely.
Yeah.
Okay, let me do that.
I'm gonna sign in. I'm gonna do it through mine since I pay for it.
Same though, unless you just want to, because I do it for
Doesn't
you.
matter to me. So I'm still gonna sign in. I have to change my name.
Okay. Let's see, host and meeting with video on.
I have to remember to change my name again when we leave it, though.
Then just
Yeah.
why don't you just use his? You don't
Yeah, go for it. You can send the thing for it.
Join audio. All right, here we go. Let me change my name, and I will send an invite. Invite. Copy URL. Rename to Cole. All right, I'm dropping it now.
All right. Well, we know this works, so I will see you over there.
You just have to let us in. Cool.
Mhm.
That's all. Beep, beep. It's there.
Oh wow, I can actually see Jax's face. You're not a
Can't hear.
8-bit pixel. Change your devices. Oh, you can't hear me
There
anyway,
you go.
Jimmy. Oh, there he is. Welcome back.
Yeah. We good? Okay.
Yep.
Just test.
Yay!
Don't forget to change your names if you're not trying to dox yourself.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing it for them. Resi.
Thank you.
Let's
Yeah, I'm
see.
not worried about that. You guys know who I am at this point.
Yeah,
At
but the
least,
internet might
um,
not.
whatever. They can figure it out.
I can look you up on Facebook or LinkedIn.
All right. Wow, your camera is so much clearer on this.
Pepper's is actually worse.
Alright.
I'm worried.
Yeah, Pepper was my super clear, and everyone else
Yeah.
was hella pixely. Now
Yeah.
Pepper is
Yeah.
my most pixel. Like,
Your
still,
door
It's not
frame.
bad. You can still see you.
yeah,
it's
yeah,
fine.
you're still fully visible, but you're less quality than you were.
What the hell, man?
What
That
do you
sucks.
But you still look good.
Thank you.
Wow. Still, not always.
I said
I mean,
still.
that's the same thing.
Yeah, that's what.
Try to throw him to the bus like that.
Yeah, he tried. That's unfortunate.
Rude.
Hitting my mic or my
Yeah.
monitor.
Alright, now to fix some of the camera bits, since Zoom has that big ass yellow highlight that not everyone, that Discord doesn't.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I can do a background.
Oh yeah, I forgot Zoom does that.
Well, that's not good.
Perfect.
I forgot I don't have a fucking
Green screen.
Green screen.
screen. Damn it.
That was perfect though. Looked
I know, it was in the dark.
It looked just like you.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Nice work, everybody. Why is Pepper 16 by 9? Maybe that's why you're all pixely.
I will fix that. I will fix it.
That's probably
I
exactly
will-
why you're all pixely, because your camera resolution in Zoom for some reason is not the right. Hey, ta-da! Much
There you go.
better.
Yay.
All right, we did it. Nice job, everybody.
Can I get 2 seconds? My thing is leaking. I need to go get a towel.
Okay. One.
Familiar problems.
Two.
Thing leaking.
Should we use the lights?
Oh my god. I meant my
Sure.
fridge.
Sure. Yeah, I bet.
Jesus. No, it's just it's hot.
Yeah, it is. Hot and leaking.
Oh my god. You guys are so bad. Alright. This should be good. It's defrosting itself for some reason.
Oh, it's sweating.
Yeah.
Oh. Now it's hot,
Interesting.
sweating, and leaky. Oof.
Oh well.
Why do you be
It'd be like that sometimes. So.
It
It
do.
happens.
Sometimes it'd be 95, then 2 days later it'd be 35.
Hashtag George.
Okay, I'm gonna get an ice cream.
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Is she getting enough for everyone?
It better not be
No.
mint.
Oh, I'm very sad.
She ain't sharing shit.
Wow. Okay, we're still with stuff in.
That's right. I'm gonna
Where's
rob her of
Robert?
her money.
I still have one
Revenge.
invisibility. I can do it.
It'll be fine.
But you have a limited. Oh my god.
It's a level 2 spell.
Oops. Okay, so you've decided to check out the Western Path. Apologies for the interruption. Go ahead. You head west. Oh, Ninja joined on a second computer to make sure that it ruined all of my cameras.
Oh
Wait,
wait,
how are you-
did I do that?
You
Did I
Yeah,
break-
you did.
I can, hold,
Did I do
I
that?
can turn off the don't show non-video. You'll be fine.
Video?
I know. Yeah, I turned off.
He can do it himself.
I turned
Okay.
on hide non-video participants. You're good. You're good.
Okay, we're okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Sorry.
How dare
Okay,
you.
so Alright. So we're just walking right
You guys are headed west into the darkness. You
Okay, so while we're walking, I'm gonna go ahead.
I was gonna say, you know that 500 feet from now there are something, and then 1,000 feet from now it gets a little brighter.
But do we know how many there are?
Nope.
Okay.
Should somebody scout it out?
I thought we had Aeronard basically scout with their magical light.
Yeah, but if we like don't know how many there are, maybe somebody could go a little bit ahead and just try to peek out and see if they could see numbers.
Maybe not me.
Not it.
Anyone else fine.
Not me, but go for it.
I don't know if I want Cole to do it. We seen him do something last time in that cave, and we almost, I don't know. Strange
Well, if you're not
slimes came
willing
over
to-
and attacked us.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Do you guys want me to go stealthily ahead?
Do you feel comfortable doing that? Like, I don't want to make you do something.
Sure.
Okay. That was easy.
If anything, I can just look like one of them.
I can use invisibility.
Oh.
And try to scout it out. Actually.
Oh, you can look like one of them?
Wait, what?
Yep.
What's that all about?
I was like, is nobody gonna ask me about that?
I mean, I already know about it, so I'm chilling.
Oh yeah, I guess I didn't explain my ability, but and this is just me, but well, I'm a changeling, so I can change similar to you, Aranar, but not quite as well, I look different, but I can't speak different or understand other things, you know, that I'm trying to look like. If that makes any sense. So literally I can change my appearance, but that's all it can really do. So if they come up to me and try to talk to me while I'm transformed, I won't be able to understand their language unless they speak one of the languages that I know.
Okay.
So from a scouting perspective, it's probably not bad, you know. They'll just see one of themselves and not think about it if they even see me at all. So,
Okay. I'm okay with this.
but I have to be able to see them first in order to change.
Hmm.
But I think I'll be fine. I think I'll be fine.
Do you prefer to go alone, or do you want me to stay a little bit
It
behind?
doesn't matter to me. I mean, like, I obviously don't want all of us to go, but if somebody else wants to accompany me, that's fine.
I shall go then. I'm curious.
All right. Okay.
So the two of you are
So,
gonna
Talk.
scout ahead.
yeah. Should I roll stealth?
Yes, you should both roll stealth if you both want to scout ahead.
Okay. I'm not that stealthy. Why are my rolls in this character so weak? Makes me so sad.
He's not either.
Failures. I rolled a 2.
All right. Excellent rolls.
Looks like we're fighting.
I mean, who knows? Who knows? So, the two of you scout ahead. The other two, you're just hanging out, standing there. That's the plan.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. So you scout ahead. You head off into the darkness, angling westward. After a few minutes, because you got to travel slow to be stealthy, you start to hear a garbled noise. Definitely sounds like speaking, but either there's a lot of the creatures, or it's in a foreign tongue, or there's one creature speaking super fast, maybe all the above, something like that, up ahead. You continue.
Do you hear that? Do you hear the sounds?
Yes, I do. I think someone is ahead of us. If I can get a good look at them, I can shift.
I don't know if we need to necessarily try to blend in. I would just like to see how many there were before we do
Right,
anything
right.
else.
Just as a precaution, though. But that's fine. I'd rather not if I don't have to.
Okay. So what do you think a good plan is? You want to climb a tree? What do you think?
Tree.
What's the terrain like here?
Are there no not
are
trees?
there
No,
hills?
no, we don't have trees. Sorry.
Yeah. Like what is it
Yeah,
look
what's the terrain?
You are in a, for lack of a better term, cavernous hallway. You are, it's maybe 30 feet across, and covers a undefined distance, forward and behind. But essentially just long cave.
So there's like no, it's just like a hallway.
Yeah.
At the moment.
Hmm.
Well, here's the thing. We can continue forward and hopefully remain undetected, or we can just go back. But we came to scout, and I don't really feel like we've done much of that.
I don't either. I definitely want to get in and see more. I want to know what we're dealing with, if possible.
Well, I can become invisible for a moment, and if you are okay with me just looking ahead to make sure that the coast is clear.
Sure.
All right, so I'll put on the mask.
Okay.
And how does this, like, I know that I can do it. How does that work? Is there any like
It is cast as the invisibility spell,
Okay.
as if you were at your current level of caster. So invisibility lasts for minutes per level. So you can become invisible for. Never mind. They changed it in 5th edition. It's just a flat hour, no longer minutes.
beautiful?
So yeah, you turn it on,
Beautiful.
and so long as you are focused on the invisibility, because it's a concentration spell, you can remain invisible for up to an hour.
I'm broken.
There you go. This it has some limitations, like if you perform any hostile action in any capacity, it breaks the invisibility. The spell fades. If you become distracted, so if you lose concentration, the spell fades.
I.e. falling.
Taking damage. Like if you were like free falling, you'd be invisible the whole time. But as soon as you hit the ground, you probably take enough damage to break your concentration.
Okay.
Concentration checks are a thing. Like when you take an amount of damage, I'll make you roll a check to see if you can hold on to your concentration. You don't just automatically lose it.
Okay. So, all right, cool. So I'll just, I guess, cast invisibility.
Okay. Alrighty, you are for the next hour, or up to an hour, invisible.
Okay. And so
He fades from sight, Rezagale. You still hear him, since both of your stealth checks were awful. You hear him step away into the darkness.
all right, and I'm just gonna continue forward until I see something of notice, or
Okay.
like
Another 150 feet on, that kind of garbled noise separates into several voices. You hear at least 3 different voices. They sound smaller, kind of high pitched, very raspy. A lot of.
and I can't understand them.
Do you speak Goblin?
Speak like orc. Is
That's
that
not
close?
Goblin.
Oh. Okay.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I did not even think of goblins, but
Nope.
let's keep going.
So you continue to creep forward, hearing these voices. Finally, you come around a small bit of cavern wall, and you see a dozen small humanoid. Humanoid, of course, not meaning they are humans, meaning they are bipedal in a roughly human shape. So 12 small humanoid creatures, larger of head, like awkwardly large heads, extremely wide mouths filled with very sharp teeth, who appear to be having a conversation over a meal. They're standing around eating, just kind of ripping into something as they have a chit chat.
This is something you say.
Yep. Goblins are very messy eaters. They pulled their food out. Like you see one like reach into a bag, grab it. And he's like.
How far would you like? How far away am I? Like,
You're at the distance of your dark vision, so 20 feet. Like you had to get real close to be able to see that there are 12 of them.
all right, I'm gonna double back.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and head back real quick.
All right.
So
Do I know what a goblin is?
Yeah. The
Alright,
goblins and kobolds are pretty common as far as like less than good critters in here in the Underdark. They're probably the most benign but still hostile creatures that any of your communities will ever come into contact with. Like some of them speak common, some of them can actually like hold a reasonable conversation, but they are just as likely to decide to cut off your toes and stab them into your eyeballs as they are
still
to
very
trade.
aggressive.
Okay. Cool. All right. Okay. So do I just get back to her?
Yeah,
Without a problem?
You trot back.
All right. So, it appears that ahead.
Hold on.
Wait, are you invisible?
It is. Rezigail, you're standing around wondering where he's gone. He's been gone a long time. Suddenly you think you hear a footstep and you look in the general direction that he left, and then there's a voice like 6 inches from your head.
I like kind of fall back a little bit. Oh my gosh, you scared me.
I thought you would be more perceptive. I'm sorry.
Rude.
Wow. Okay. So what did you see?
About 12 goblins are feasting ahead of us.
Goblins, you say?
Yes. but I
Oh,
think
this
we
is
can-
wonderful news.
I think we can talk our way through.
Yes, we definitely can because I speak Goblin.
Ah, do you?
I
Really?
do.
Okay. Well, what a lucky coincidence.
Yeah,
So, shall we venture ahead or shall we go back for the group?
that's a good question. So, I mean, I don't really know how they'll react to us going and saying hello, but I could certainly try to pass off as one of them, and considering I can speak their language, it would be very easy.
What would I do in this?
I don't know. I guess you could pretend to be my slave or something.
I'm sure you will very much enjoy that. However, I don't know if that is optimal for my safety.
Maybe not, but I don't know how we're going to get everyone through here.
Should we bring them just in case things turn ugly?
I think that's probably a good idea, but if we're all going in there like this, it will get ugly. I feel like that's pretty standard for goblins.
So here's a plan.
Okay.
Actually, that's a terrible plan. I was thinking perhaps you go in, you scout it out, you see how often they're there, you listen to a few conversations. The only issue is that I don't know how many goblins that they don't know are from around here. So if they see you, and even if you can speak the language, they may not treat you kindly. But I
Sure.
feel like if we're trying to avoid collateral damage, we have to figure out more about them, or else we just come in guns a-blazing and they'll feel threatened by our numbers.
You're assuming that these are very intelligent creatures, though.
I don't speak goblin, you tell me.
I mean, I feel like if I went in and said, no, I'm related to Bob, anybody would just accept that at some point, so.
Okay, so
I
do
don't
you
know.
want to try it now without them? Or would you?
I
It's up
mean,
to you. I trust
I
you.
think we should probably
speak
get
Goblin.
everybody together. We just have to figure out how we're going to explain the rest of you. That's the problem.
How much time has it been since I went invisible?
6 minutes.
Oh, that's it. I don't want to waste it.
You could go all the way around and see if there's a better route where we could sneak past them somehow, or
Well, you know, I could also blend in and appear to be a goblin. My shape wouldn't change, but that's what they would see.
yes, I mean, whatever you think is best. I just want to make sure that we can eventually all cross through here without any issues.
All right, let's get the group then.
Okay.
All right. Worth note on any and all these shape change features. Make sure you take note of one of the things where it mentions that you can't change sizes. So Pepper's shape change, for example, you'll look just like a goblin. It'll be very convincing, but you'll be like a foot
And I'm
taller than that.
5'7".
I
Yeah.
mean, you can change your
Listen,
height. You can change your height
I'm a miracle.
within the realms of medium. So you could be like 4'8", but they're like
Yeah.
3'8".
Right. I get that.
Okay. All right.
We gonna fight.
So the
All right,
so the
let's
two
get
of
the
you
group.
head back to the other two. You've had 10 minutes. You twiddle your thumbs. You do backflips. You do anything.
I just play on my lute, basically just waiting for them, silently playing.
Oh,
Not,
silently playing.
yeah,
Oh.
silent.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not doing that like last time.
Okay.
And I'm just sitting down on the ground, sort of like meditating.
All right. 10 minutes pass. Only Rezagale returns.
I
Hey.
asked,
We're back.
where you say we, but where's Cole?
Oh, he's
Hello?
right here. You just can't see him.
A voice
Oh.
from nowhere says hello.
Hello.
Wait, he can turn invisible too?
What?
We
What
talked
the-
about this. I
Oh,
told you when
okay.
we were talking about it. How quickly you forget things.
Mhm.
I'm sure we'll all get used to each other soon enough.
Oh, so what did you guys see over there? Since you guys are scouting,
Goblin.
A lot of
how
goblins.
many?
Goblins.
Goblin.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you know them?
Why are
Are
you
you
so
familiar?
excited?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm a little bit familiar. I speak their language, so
Oh, so you can just talk and we can just walk by.
no. That's kind of the issue. I mean, with Cole and I, we could possibly disguise ourselves as much as possible. I guess there's some caveats there, but
Tell me.
but you all will be more of a challenge. So we need to figure out how we can all travel together and convince them that this is fine without them trying to, you know,
Cut our
make them
faces
your,
off.
yeah, make them their dinner.
Oh,
Make
I can
you
also go
their
through.
dinner.
I have
Now,
invisibility too. Also, the
Oh,
only problem is Aeronar.
I could just turn into a bat.
There we go. We
You
can
Yes.
do that.
That is not true. You cannot.
Wait,
I can't turn into a bat.
Remember,
You
your,
thought
your,
you
your,
said
li-
speed.
your limitations are flight speeds and swim speeds. You cannot have either. You
You
could
turn
be
into a creature.
You could be a badger or
Or-
spider.
Raccoon.
Spider probably the
small
most relevant
spider?
here.
I'll be a
fire
spider.
is legit.
Yeah,
I could be a spider. Like a small
Yeah.
one or a big one?
up to you.
Aw.
Be a
Okay,
small
so
one. We'll
I
carry
have
you
a-
on us.
I have a technical question.
Yep.
Yeah.
Our stealth check, do we roll again for re-entering, or is it just is what it is? Something. Okay, so we roll again.
Yeah,
Okay.
sometimes.
Okay,
It-
beautiful.
It'll depend.
Because I was about to say I don't want to do this with a six.
No, like if you leave the scene in which stealth is relevant, normally you will re-roll. But
Yeah.
if you're doing like a long protracted stealth, I'll usually have you roll once as a group and use a combined effort kind of deal.
takes about 10 minutes to get there, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so you
I've
have.
Probably, I probably used up like 20 minutes.
Yep.
25. Okay. Cool. So if we go now, I can maintain invisibility, and probably get through. As he said, he has invisibility. You can actually blend in with them. And if she becomes a spider, I think we can all get through as long as you can persuade them that you're not a threat.
Yeah, just. Yeah, so your
Yeah.
And
only
if
problem.
it gets ugly, we're all there anyway.
Yeah, but I don't know if we can fight that many goblins.
Excuse me. You sit back and sing your songs, okay?
Damn. Cole, you just got
Wow.
real quiet for some reason.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did.
Hello?
Like we can
So
still hear
quiet.
you perfectly fine. It's just like your volume went from 8 to 4 for no particular reason.
Excuse me.
Alright, check 1, 2. Hello?
You're still really quiet.
I don't know why. Hold on, let me see.
It's so weird.
Okay, check.
Nope. Same thing. Oh, there's the spooter bite.
Someone in chat asked about it.
Gotta
Much
scratch
better.
that off.
It's like yellow underneath. That's fine, right?
That's pus.
Ew.
You gotta clean it.
Ew.
Okay.
I did clean it, and I put this on it afterwards,
Check.
so I don't scratch it.
Still kind of low.
Still low.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's not,
Hey, I
it's
don't know what
like,
happened.
we can definitely hear you.
Yeah,
It's
you
not
can
a
hear
big
me.
deal.
It's just
Yeah.
not as loud. Yeah, I don't know why. Like I
Alright.
didn't even nothing changed.
We
Okay.
can continue.
No big deal. All right. So the plan is shifted changeling plus small spooter and 2 invisible people.
Yes.
Oh yes.
All right.
Oh yes. Stealth.
I'm
We're,
waiting
we're
for
going for
that.
stealth.
Hella stealthy. Okay.
Rainbow's fixing it.
Roll a stealth.
So Jax, when you transform into like generic small creature, your hit points are 1.
Okay.
If you get
Trust
stepped
the
on, it's
And,
over.
Like
Trust the
if
king.
anything happens to your character, you will instantly break shift and turn back into your normal form.
Gotcha.
But like in this way though, you can be a reasonably small spider. Now you can't. I don't think tiny or diminutive creatures are on your list. So you can be. You're still gonna be like a fucking tarantula. You're gonna be like a full hand-sized spider, which is still small compared to your fucking 6-foot long spider that you normally would be.
Yeah. Okay.
You can
And-
fit in my backpack too,
Easy.
so we'll just put you in my backpack. That way you're safe.
Wait, I have a mechanic question.
Yes.
It says anything you're carrying becomes invisible.
Yep.
What
Yeah, I
if
was
I
gonna
carry her in
say-
my hand?
Yeah. Why don't I just write on his shoulder or something?
Yeah.
True.
By anything you're carrying, it means objects,
Oh.
non-living creatures.
Not living.
Okay, so a floating spider would probably be weird.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
No, I mean, there's no
Why
reason that you,
is that?
there's not really a good reason that you shouldn't either be on a wall or just riding Pepper.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. And that'll count as one of my
Shifts, yes.
shifts.
Well,
Where
that-
did,
yeah,
where do
that's-
I, where is that at?
On the
again?
right side of your core sheet, there's a wild shapes resource.
Oh, yeah, okay, here. Okay, cool. There we go. Sweet.
Easy. I like this plan.
Okay, so the
What
two,
genius came up with this? Wow.
I don't know, probably not the leader. So, our Corvia casts invisibility.
Yeah.
And he has a full hour. Cole is down to 38 minutes or so. And the changeling decides to shapeshift. Let's go refresh ourselves on that. As an action, you can change your appearance. Blah, blah, blah. Another race. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. It works just fine. You are a 4'5" or so version of a goblin. You've got greenish yellow hued skin, long, kind of dangly ears, very wide, sharp mouth, full of teeth.
Nice. I'm gonna hunch over, so I'm like,
Try and
Even more
make up
like-
a little of that height difference.
yeah, exactly.
Should we roll stealth before he?
Yeah. If you're for the two of you trying to be stealthy, you guys can roll stealth. I'm assuming that Pepper's making a not stealthy approach here.
Probably not.
Okay.
Not worth.
Alright. Can't be worse than last time, right?
Oh, it definitely can. You
Oh,
could-
you're
No,
way
wait,
better.
It's way better, but you could have rolled a 1.
Yeah.
I have a
all
6
right.
modifier, you know.
So you are both hella stealthy. Arinar, are you on the wall or are you riding Rezagale?
I'm writing on Resigale.
Okay. We'll put you on her back, in her pack, behind her hair,
Yeah.
or somewhere. Somewhere out of sight. Alrighty. You travel the... But
I'm just gonna suggest to the hey, considering that she's the only one talking, wouldn't it be better to actually no. We're invisible. Yeah, you're floating.
Yeah.
Yep, never
Yeah.
mind.
We're
I
just
mean, yeah, we're not gonna have
Yeah, there's
conversations
no other
with
choice.
each other.
There's no other choice. All right.
gonna
And I
walk
mean-
past.
To be honest, we're just trying to get through them. We're
Do
not
your
trying to
best
stop and
to
have
not-
conversations.
Do your best not to get attacked. Okay.
Right. I will do my best not to speak,
okay.
but if necessary, it will happen.
If you need backup, Just say,
You'll all be close by. I'm sure you'll be able to see. Just make sure you don't bump into anyone, please.
please, this is what I do.
Not
go.
you necessarily, but maybe Corvia.
Don't
Alright.
bump into anything. Psh.
So
I'm fine. You guys didn't know
uh,
us last time.
You traveled 10 to 12 minutes or so back to the area where the goblins were. You hear the voices, Resgale for the first time, of course, and Cole, you hear them again. Resgale, you can hear, once you get close enough to really make out the separate voices, they're talking about how good this this long pink meat is that they found. And that they're really looking forward to finding some more. It's even though it was old, it was still tasty.
Yikes.
Long piece.
All right.
Is that my pet? I'm about to kill him. I'm about to go off.
This long meat. That's what I imagine.
Yeah, definitely that.
Don't judge.
You come up into the area. Now you're trying to get past them. Do you want to try and sneak by, or are you planning to? Because if you just walk, they're gonna see you.
How much space do I have to work with here?
They are on like a wall side of this 30-foot wide hallway. So a good deal. They only take up maybe 10 feet of it in their circle. There's a big 20-foot gap between the extra wall and them.
Okay, I think I'm gonna try to sneak past them. I mean, I don't know why I would approach them. It seems like they're kind of out of the way. So if I don't need to, I don't want to.
Okay. Then roll stealth. You're gonna try and sneak past.
Okay, good. Phew.
We are assassins this time around.
Hell yeah. All right. Okay. Now we get to come to the fun consequences of your actions.
Oh God.
All of you are walking past this group of goblins, and they definitely don't see you. Like, they are talking to each other. They don't, like, some of them even look in your general direction, but you're too sneaky. It's too dark. But you are, a typical movie or video game fashion. You're about to pass the midline of going up, going away from them as opposed to toward them. When let's say 3 of the 12 go. And they all turn directly towards you.
I'm just gonna keep walking.
Okay.
Nothing's happening. Pay no attention.
Do they look at us?
They're looking in your general direction.
Right.
Okay. They can hear too well. Yeah, I say nothing.
Okay. You keep walking. Still stealthing, hoping to squeak by. But you hear several of the voices go, "Smell that? Smell it? It smells new." And all 12 of them get up, and you can even from the distance at the edge of your dark vision, you can see they're starting to drool.
Mm-hmm. They can keep drooling.
Okay. They tell the others what's going on, and they start to fan out. They just in a wide arc towards your side of the cavern. There's
Said acrobatics.
What'd you say, Cole?
He said acrobatics.
you got even quieter.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
way.
It sounds like your headphones are slowly being pulled out of the computer.
If I have a question, if I use a cantrip skill,
Cantrip.
would it cancel invisibility?
Only if it's a concentration spell.
It's not. So we passed them yet, or are we
You are right at the midline. You are if they they're here, you're here. You've been walking towards them kinda the whole time. You're right next to them across the hall, and then you'd be walking away from them. But they have now spread out, and they're walking towards you.
Is this better?
Nope.
No, it's still pretty quiet. I'm thinking if I can, and I can use cantrips you can use them at all times.
Yeah, cantrips are in infinite use. But keep in mind, if it has a V in the component section, you have to make noise to do it.
Check.
It doesn't. So
Same.
it has S and M. What are S and M?
That's sadomasochism. Means you have to hurt someone and yourself to cast the spell.
Okay.
No, it's,
No, for real.
What
It's-
are you again?
that's S is for somatic and M is for material. Somatic means you have to wave your hands, and material means you have to have an object.
Okay. I'm thinking of using a noise where we previously came from, so it lures them away from us, and we can just walk past with the minor illusion.
Right?
And the noise, I can use any noise.
Yep.
Let's use like a human noise, like any humankind, a noise in that direction of a shriek, like a yell, like something surprised in that direction. So we can just walk past as they get distracted by it.
What's the range of minor illusion?
It is 30 feet.
Okay, so 30 feet behind you,
Yeah.
you're gonna make a noise of generic human surprise.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
don't think that's gonna trick them.
I hope
I mean,
so.
it doesn't matter. Corby is invisible and having this
Yeah.
conversation with himself.
Yep.
All right,
So I
everybody-
use my magical hands.
Yeah, so no
Make
one
the-
sees your hands begin to
Yeah.
wave. And then 30 feet away, a surprise to the party as well, you hear, "My pizza's ready!"
I was imagining it was like Ricola. It's like some random like.
Achoo!
Got you. Got you. Yes, you do.
All right, I'm just gonna assume that whatever that was, I just have to keep going.
All right.
That's my character.
Okay. So the other three of you hear this. You maybe startle a little, but keep your cool, and you try and keep going forward. The goblins will attempt to figure out what's happening.
Are any of my senses heightened as a tarantula?
Nope.
Okay.
Do I have like 20 eyes?
Yeah. If anything, they're worse.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I figured.
Especially since you're like in her backpack. You're just hearing muffled versions of all of this.
She didn't
Okay.
get hit by like a scale and died or something. One of those
Hey.
dragon scales.
Listen, Linda. A little more dexterous than that. Right.
All right. The vast majority of the goblins are just like and they just bolt in the direction of the sound. Now, 30 feet's not very far.
No.
So like they alter their path only slightly and head in the direction of the sound. 3 of the goblins are not fooled and knowing that their compatriots are headed this way, but the smell is still coming from this direction. They keep headed for the party.
How close are they to us?
Yeah, how far are
Yeah,
we to where
what's the
like,
distance?
exit? Like,
Oh, you got a long way to go towards some sort of exit. You don't know where the exit is.
Right.
we know like further in.
How far? Like, you are maybe 30 feet from being past them, where they'd have to be following you rather than coming at you. Because they're heading at an angle to intercept because they're following the scent now. Okay, roll a new stealth for me, Rezigal. Not so great. Let's see what those 3 can boast for perception. One of them finds you. So the 2 of them, they follow the scent, but of course the scent, so it's it drifts away from you as you move forward. So they're headed for the area that's going to be behind you. But one of them, right, when you're at like that 20-foot mark, you get 10 feet to relative freedom, and he. Guys! Hey! All 11. What? New goblin! Hey!
New goblin.
I'm just gonna like slightly like raise my like teeth and start like gnarling.
You try and snarl at him a little bit.
Yeah.
You trying to intimidate, or you just want to look threatening?
I'm gonna try to intimidate.
All right, roll to intimidate. What is it, dog? What is it? What is it?
Intimidation, bitches.
Hell yeah!
Woo!
All right, you flash your teeth, and
I'm big.
maybe you stop punching. You like you stand up.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's like, oh, big new goblin. I don't care, I'm goblin. Ah! He pulls out his fucking spear, and gets it. Come on, guys! And they all run up. They got their spears, and the one that you snarled at is still looking pretty sweaty about it. But he's got his 11 homies with him, and so he's, he's feeling comfy. And they're like, ah! What are you doing? Why are you here? Why you smell like new?
I'm gonna not turn. I'm gonna keep walking like at a normal pace, and I'm just gonna say, you know, in their language, like, I've been hunting and I found meat in the cavern.
Meat? New meat? That's how you spell
Yes.
new?
Meat's in the cavern.
Where?
It's up the wave.
Where?
Around the river. It's near the river. There's a cavern.
There's no river here.
Yes, there is.
No, we live here. We know river.
No, there's a river outside of this area.
You mean hot river?
Is it hot? I'm not in it.
Yes, hot river. That way. He points the way you're going.
Oh, you idiots. It's the other way.
Ah, idiot! Stupid big tall word. We not dumb.
Have you been outside the other side?
What other side?
The other side.
Death?
That's not death. There's a river. It's not hot.
River to death? Ah!
I'm just gonna shake my head. I'm still walking.
They're following you. They're very interested in this death river now.
All right.
They
cool.
see, like, their hostility evaporated when you said something interesting. They're like, ah, death river. Where? Tell more.
I'm just gonna tell them, you know, roughly, like, if you go back that way and you go out
Don't-
this
Don't
far.
tell me what you tell them.
That way. Back that way. There's a river. And there was meat.
Meat.
It was alive.
Alive meat in Death River.
Yes, it was alive.
River to Death has meat.
Yes.
Oh, but there's no river this way. Only that way. Hot river.
No, I tell you, river. It was water.
Oh, cavern moved.
Cavern moved.
Yes, cavern moves.
Cavern moves often.
Yes. No, not often. Only sometimes.
It moved recently.
Home cavern never move. Only sometimes other cavern move.
Well, now it's moved, so water is out that way.
To
And
death.
there are people.
People. Tall talls.
Yes.
Long peak. Long peak. They start to drool again. They're super excited. They like, there's this new meat, then there's long pink meat. They're gonna eat so good.
So many enemies for us right now.
They're gonna come back.
Okay, yeah.
You smell like new meat. You have? Give us.
I ate one of them, but the other one scattered. They're still out there.
Make a persuasion check.
God damn it.
Yikes.
Yikes. Let's see if they want in on this. They seem skeptical. No, you give us new meat.
Don't have no meat. Look at me.
You look like new meat. Tall meat.
And you look like small meat, but I don't eat you.
The one you intimidate is like, she's right. We do look like small meat.
Where's Hot River? Hot River.
Hot river ahead. Hot river. Don't go.
Hot River.
Hot. Burn.
Has no meat?
No.
Has meat?
No meat.
Where's the meat?
You came from meat. You know where meat is. Show us meat.
I told you where meat was.
Yes. And
I
then
told
ask
you,
about
I'm not
Hot
going
River meat.
back.
Do you know about
I'm
Hot
not
River meat?
going back.
Where is Hot River meat?
Hot River meat is what I want.
No.
I'm gonna.
Our Hot River meat.
No.
I'm invisible, but
Yes,
I'm gonna
you-
go ahead and grab from cause all I hear is all the talking. I'm gonna go ahead and like reach for like the short bow on my back and just prepare,
Okay.
cause that's invisible too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, anything.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set up, cause
Alright,
I'm ready.
just in
They've been
case.
talking for a hot minute.
Okay. I mean, she's still
I'm getting
walking.
nervous.
They're just following her at this point.
Yeah, we're just having a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, I can't understand it, so you already
Yeah,
know.
we don't know what you're saying.
To the
I'm
three
just,
of
I'm
you,
over
it's
here
just-
like it's just I'm like okay.
And it's several times they've looked pretty aggressive towards her, but then sometimes they back off, and a couple times they look like they're gonna leave, but then they don't.
Okay, I'm gonna also tell him, no meat talk of dragon meat.
You don't know what dragons are.
You
don't know what
You don't
dragon-
Oh,
Oh, I do.
lizard
Big
meat?
lizard.
Big lizard meat.
Big
Big
lizard.
lizard.
Big.
Yes,
Big how?
yes.
Big how? How big?
Big as in this entire cave.
Like tall meat, or like big?
Yeah. Both.
Like taller than tall?
Yeah.
Oh look! And they point somewhere else. Do you look? they fucking scamper away.
Awesome. All right, we're gonna keep walking onto the hot river.
Okay.
Oh look, shiny.
Yeah.
All right, I'll put my bow back. I'm good.
Okay.
Okay. Like,
All right. They scamper off. You know, a minute later, you're back in a silent cavern.
Cool.
how much time?
Go
I
ahead.
just need to know when I'm not invis.
You've
anymore.
got probably 25 minutes, maybe 20ish left.
Can we see any sort of like
You
exit?
you had another 500 feet until it started to grow light, so we still had a little ways to walk.
Okay.
But after another five or so minutes, it does like it's tough to notice because it's so gradual, but by very faint degrees, your dark vision begins to slacken as your regular eyes start to adjust. You pass out of this long tunnel-like cavern, and you are in not quite low light. It's still a little too dark for that, but it's definitely brighter than the like abject darkness that you've been in for a while now. You can see like shadows of like stalagmites and stalactites in the area. It's also starting to get warm.
Weird. Okay.
Okay, so as we were walking, I'm like, okay. So what information did you get from them?
Are you whispering this to me?
Yes, yeah.
Surprise, because you can't see anything.
Mhm.
Unknown sound.
I'm gonna try to be short with you, and I'm gonna tell you, don't worry about it. Just keep moving. That's it. Just gonna keep going.
Okay. Alrighty. We are pushing towards the end of Cole's invisibility. You've got maybe 5 minutes left and you're still walking. The light level has risen to full low light, which is like about as good as a torch gives off under normal circumstances. So you can more or less see in actual color now, whereas dark vision's in grayscale. The temperature has risen from dank, cavernous, like cool, to comfortably warm. something that you'd normally expect to get only from Fireside.
Okay.
Cole,
So no. Okay, go ahead.
Cole, roll intelligence. At first, it's just the normal inklings, like you've been in a warm cavern before. It makes you remember your travels from before. Then, as you come into that low light area, you take a look around, and you have one too many deja vu moments. You've been here before. This was during your lost period when you were truly wandering.
What do I know about my loss? All right. I know faintly. Okay. Okay. Let me think.
Another 3 or 4 minutes pass while Cole's kind of in this reverie, trying to dredge up those memories from years back. You got maybe 60 seconds left on your invisibility when it finally kind of solidifies in your mind, like, holy shit, I've been in this cave.
Right. And so, okay, really quick.
Yep.
This is the same lava river, right?
Most likely.
Okay. All right. Listen, guys.
Is he out of his
Nope,
invisibility
still
now?
got 60 seconds.
Okay.
I got 60 whole seconds. Guys, I've told you that I'm not from where you are from, right?
Sunny Lake.
No.
I don't remember.
You haven't.
Yeah.
Can I still hear this as a spider?
Yep.
Okay.
It's
just making sure.
it's a little muffly because like the burlap's like around you or
I'll
whatever.
I'll crawl out onto her shoulder.
Right, like you've been in safety for a while. You could just be hanging out on her shoulder if you want to.
Yeah.
Okay.
I discovered Sunny Lake after I had already departed from my own community. That was anyway. I believe that we're actually going towards that direction right now.
You mean your community?
Yes, my old community.
Well, that's a good sign.
Are they friendly community?
I wouldn't I would not say they're not. There's a mix. It depends on. It's
Will we be able to find rooms, shelter, food?
perhaps. It's a possibility.
I mean, if you pay someone, will they do something in return? Services?
Oh yeah. Yes. You
Okay.
could probably find that.
But we should just watch our backs.
Yes.
Is what you're saying. Got it.
Be careful. There's a lot of deceptive things ahead if we continue down this road.
Are they like you?
No, even
What
in
is-
my own community, I was ostracized.
Huh. I see. So what are they like then?
They do what they need to do to survive.
Oh,
Whether
so
that
they're like
takes-
the goblins.
I'm not sure if they are similar, but good and bad is all in terms of what you have to do in order to stay alive until
Right.
the next day.
Okay.
Just be careful.
Noted. So you probably won't be welcomed back to this community with open arms.
I know a few people, but mostly no.
Okay. Good to know.
All right. They continue down the western trail. Ival goes westward.
Be the- I don't remember all the words, but yes.
I had that on vinyl.
Oh,
Dude.
really?
I
I'm
love
pretty
it.
sure. I'm pretty sure
Wow.
we had that on vinyl. I was that and
Legit.
some other song. I don't remember.
I love it.
I will never not think of the fucking Brooklyn Nine-Nine references. Papa, 5-0, 5-0.
Oh god, I love it so much.
So you head westward. Cole's invisibility fades. Corvia still has 25-ish minutes on his, and you continue down the trail. The warmth goes from comfortable to uncomfortable over the next 10 or so minutes as you are definitely approaching the lava river. Thank you, Wayne. Oh, thank you, Tap. Yes.
No. You,
Okay.
Yes. I just muttered to myself. Yeah, I hate it here.
Okay. For those of you who live in Sunny Lake, you're all aware of the lava river, and you know that historically, none of you are old enough except for Theodore Sweetcakes and Cole to actually to know more about it. But historically, there was another trio or triad of communities to the south, but the passage was destroyed when an earthquake shifted the lava river into that cavern. Cole, you know that this lava river was always near your original home. It was just that the earthquake moved it in between your two homes. Your new home and your old. You travel forward. The lava river grows closer, and the light level rises. Eventually, you're fairly certain that you're definitely going to come upon the lava river at some point. It's getting too hot. You're starting to sweat. The light level has risen to the point that you could see completely unaided. It's almost bright light. It's of course a strong reddish glow, but almost. Ninja's video has frozen. He looks like he's
Very tired.
looks like he spent far too much time on NyQuil.
Let's see.
Dang it.
Yeah, this other computer is just not it.
Yeah.
Your volume's back though, so that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
You're not quiet anymore.
We're doing things.
Making moves.
Wait for it.
Wait for it. Oh well. So you travel another 10 minutes. Corvia, you've got a couple of minutes left on your invisibility, and you round into the steady, low rumble of the passing lava river. There is an open-sided cavern up ahead that looks out over a large gorge, or maybe gully, probably applies, below which you can definitely see the source of this heavy reddish-orange glow probably emanates. The heat is nearly unbearable. You are sweating more than you've ever done so before or would ever want to. Jax can't hear me at all, so and Jax dies.
Nice.
Rip
I could still
Fair
hear
enough,
you.
Are
forever.
you good? Damn.
Yeah. A
I'll
nice
fight.
track.
Ruins my plan.
It's when Corvia's invisibility wears off, my thing is gonna wear off too.
Oh yeah, you will no longer be a spooter. Okay, so let's say that for good and convenient plotty timing, as you approach this
didn't mind.
open-sided. What?
Not me to do that.
Oh, you didn't mean to roll.
Yeah.
Okay. So for good and plotty timing, as you approach this open-sided cavern, both of these effects are going to wear off. The spooter climbs down and turns back into Aranar, and Corvia becomes visible once more.
Gang's all here.
The gang's all here.
All right.
Is she still on her shoulder? So like she transformed into
she
human
climbed
and then...
down.
Okay, I was like, she got like a
I could have done it like super impressive and like leapt off and
Roll
Flip,
acrobatics.
Roll acrobatics if you get damaged.
Do a get some spider web and swing off of her hand.
Legit.
And of course, you roll a 1 and you roll into the lava river and die.
yeah, really let's not do that.
You know how it is.
I don't want to die right away on my first
All right.
campaign.
So you approach the lava river. Would, aside from Cole, would any of the other 3 of your characters have made the couple-hour trek to the lava river south of Sunny Lake? Like historically, there's nothing there. Like the only reason you would go is to see the lava.
Yeah, I probably
No.
did.
Okay.
Probably not.
So Aranar, this is a somewhat familiar sight to you. You've seen the lava river before. This is not the same tunnel. You don't see like your tunnel back to Sunny Lake anywhere in sight. This is just a tunnel over a gorge filled with lava. The lava river trudges along. You hear this like slow, steady rumble as the the current pushes it towards. Let's see, so you guys went this way, and it's up there. So the current pushes it westward beneath you. You travel along. You stand there at the edge to take in the sights, especially the 2 of you who've never seen it before. It's new. It's interesting. It's like looking at the Grand Canyon for the first time. It's very neat once. Like, that's just how the Grand Canyon is, in my opinion. It's really cool exactly one time.
Yeah.
After that, it's just a big ass hole in the ground.
I still
I
haven't
hate it here.
seen it.
But you're in California.
I lived in
You're
Arizona
so-
for.
Yeah, then there's
I lived in Arizona for 7 years and I
And,
never went to it. Yeah,
but it's like it's on the way.
I know. We were gonna go this last time, but there was no they didn't have any RVs to rent, so. And I have dogs. We have dogs, so
Yeah.
and 2 cats, but the dogs really were the issue.
Right,
Cats would be fine overnight, but not the dogs.
of course.
Yeah. I've never been either, so don't know. It is what it is.
Well, in character, it's really cool. One time.
My,
As-
my mom says
I,
it's
see,
cool
I,
more
I
than
saw that, but I didn't want to have to debate about it. I disagree.
That's so fun.
swing. It's fine. I'll go someday before I die. It's fine.
That's embarrassing. The Kiwi's been and you haven't.
I know. The kiwi. This guy.
Did you just call me a pagan? As in
Wow.
a believer of the heathen gods?
She really did.
I'm thanks.
Hey,
I mean,
I'm not
alright.
sure. I'm
are
not
you
sure
familiar
if-
with Mask?
Oh, she did.
She did.
She
Yeah.
did.
I was
She did.
confused. Like,
She
is that on
totally
purpose?
did.
Am I reading this wrong? Was it misspelled? Am I being called a heathen here? All right.
She types slowly though, so you're gonna have to wait for her
I'm good.
response.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm on board. I'm down with the heathen gods.
I know. I'm like,
I'll praise the moon.
yeah, whatever.
Is the moon. The dark side
Ah.
specifically.
Hell yeah. That's where all the power is. All right.
Okay.
So the 2 of you who've never seen it before, you kind of stand there and marvel for a moment. There's not a lot of features here. It's just several 100 feet deep gorge where you can see the very slow moving lava river. The passage across is impassable for a number of reasons. One, it's not a direct crossing to the path. There's nothing. There's just bare rock wall directly across from you. But if you lean out, you can see, several 100 feet down, there's an opening way down there on the opposite wall. So technically, if you could fly or, I don't know, climb and jump or something, this would be a travelable path. traversable path, but not easily. Rope would definitely not stand up to the heat over any extended period of time. Even standing in this area, it is largely too hot. Your face is rapidly drying out. You can tell that if you had to stick around here or actually enter the traversable cavern, you'd probably start, like taking fire damage, basically. Alrighty. You see that it's neat. That's really, it's just a thing your character has done now. You can continue westward. There's the path, exits this open-sided cavern, and or I guess you could turn around, or I suppose if you'd really like to, you could enter the lava river hallway.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't think we should go towards the lava. It hurts. It's hot.
I'm sure.
It's inconvenient.
Yeah, and I don't think we should turn around either.
Well, yeah,
Thanks.
there's probably angry. Well,
Oh,
they're probably still
they're-
looking. We might be able to get out. We might be able to.
There are definitely no angry goblins back there. There are 12 very happy goblins devouring your pet.
Oh, that's
Yep.
fine. Okay, they actually found it. Wow. Okay, yeah, they like us.
Yeah,
But
like that-
the thing
like
is,
if-
we're
if
no
they
longer.
like-
if they don't forget what Pepper looks like, they'll be her bro for the foreseeable future.
Yeah,
That's
but we
right,
don't have
you know?
endings, but
Hey,
Now that if they don't forget
wasn't
what she
going
looks
anywhere.
like is a big question whether they can remember her, but goblin minds.
yeah.
All right,
Skelly, still serving his purpose.
he did. He helped you in so many ways.
I need a new pet.
I mean, Jax can be a spider.
No,
you could have tamed one of the goblins.
I gotta actually like the pet.
Oh,
You
okay.
could have got a
okay.
goblin pet.
That's true. All right, so you
You
are.
want something with no intelligence.
All right, that's fair.
I mean, you still meet that qualification.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
so, continuing westward, you pass the lava river opening, and you're going to travel another maybe a couple hours. Let's do a group survival roll. We'll take an average here to see if you run into any trouble, if you lose your way, so kind of what happens between here and the next major landmark.
Yikes.
Nice.
We're doing really well.
Hopefully Arinar rolls a 20.
Yeah.
Nope.
oh,
All right.
Ah,
Wow.
perfect.
Wow.
Oh.
We suck.
So,
I mean, I did okay.
so we've got a combined 8,
8.
maybe 9, 8 and change. Okay. That's just the way it is sometimes. You continue onward. Who wants to be the bearer of bad news? All right.
Alright,
I'll do it.
Rezigale, roll me a 1d4. In order, it is Rezigale, Arinar, Cole, and Corvia.
Cool.
Lucky me.
Cole.
Yeah.
All right. Cole, lost in the reverie of remembering your wanderings from your original home, you stop paying attention to the surroundings. And at one point, the party steps over a 6-inch crevice, crack in the floor, and you don't spot it. Your foot slams down into the hole. Make a dexterity save.
You know, can't we just talk about this?
We can.
Dexterity, you say?
Dexterity saving throw. Good.
Oh,
nice
That's a
roll.
great one.
All right. So you don't break a bone. You do still take 6 damage as
Are you freaking kidding?
you
Alright.
fall deep into the crevice. You're narrowly dexterous enough to avoid rolling an ankle or cracking one of your leg bones or a shin. But you do still manage to twist that ankle and cut up the skin pretty deeply, pulling the leg out. Cole cries out in pain.
Ah,
I turn around. It's like, what
Okay.
happened?
He does not look okay. He's like knee deep in a hole in the ground.
What
Jax, you're
happened?
muted.
well,
I'm muted.
I don't know. You just were. You're not anymore.
Oh, weird.
yeah, Zoom's being weird with these. I don't know why. But okay, yeah. So it seems that I was distracted in memories and found myself 6 feet deep in this hole right now. If someone could help me free my leg, that would be greatly appreciated.
Oh my goodness! Just ask for help first, and then tell us later. And then I extend my hand out.
Cole, make a performance check.
Great.
Performance, you say?
Yes. You're acting an awful lot more calm than your current predicament would belie.
Wow.
But according to your performance, you're good at maintaining your composure, even though you're in a pretty great deal of shock and pain at the moment.
Are you
That's
sure
why-
you're all right?
Yes, I am. I'm okay. I'm in pain, but I am okay.
What?
All right. Whatever you say.
So they pull you out. You take that damage. You've definitely got a twisted ankle.
I can
It's-
bandage it for you if you want.
Please.
You have bandages?
So,
When'd you get these
I was
bandages
gonna
from?
wonder.
I had something I remember.
You're gonna wrap him up in a spare shirt.
Yeah, if you have.
I had somewhere an herbalism kit.
That's got herbs in it.
I'll
So I
take
can-
herbs.
I
Yeah.
just rip off a piece of my shirt and
Make a poultice.
yeah.
Okay. Roll herbalism kit. You should for kits you're actually able to make a roll to see if you can be
Oh.
effective at something. So
Then,
Arinar, roll herbalism kit.
Nice.
Arinar, a practiced herbalist, makes a numbing poultice and wraps it around some of the worst of those abrasions. You can actually heal 3 of that 6 damage, as it was more or less non-lethal and would have healed quickly with any attention.
Thank you, Bear Lady.
You still got a twisted ankle. You're going to limp when you're comfortable enough to do so, and suffer if you get into a fight.
Will a long rest actually be able to heal that, or is it something beyond that?
Long rest will heal it. It's not a permanent injury, but it's a thing that needs time and rest to correct, or magical healing. Magical healing would of course fix it, but it'll cost you a resource of some kind.
Yeah. That and he made it sound like it was just a scratch. So
True.
That's
Tis,
true.
but a flesh wound.
Tis.
since it is but a flesh wound. Oh god.
Bite your ankles
Monty
off.
Python.
All right, so you got a couple of hours behind you. Cole, this is just more and more trip down memory lane. You know you got lost in these caverns. This is where you spent days, if not weeks, wondering if you would ever escape, if you would survive. This is probably one of the these memories are one of the darkest, but brief periods of your life. You spent weeks, maybe upward of a month, wandering lost in the labyrinth before finding your way to Sunny Lake. So these are not good memories. Now, they're not necessarily terrifying. You don't like if you want to say they were traumatic in some way, that's up to you. But at worst, they were bad times. You were, sleeping rough in the darkest corner you could find, hoping to spend as few days alone and lost as possible.
Right. So the labyrinth itself, we're not in that right now, right?
You are.
Oh, that's
Everything
unfortunate.
everything that is called the hunting grounds is part of
Is the labyrinth. I see. Okay.
So like this historically for your character, these are the hunting grounds of your original community.
Right.
And these are, especially the parts you're in now after this couple of hours, these are the parts that don't change. Like some or all of you are aware that the labyrinth does move, or maybe you're only just now learning that after your debacle outside the dragon lair. But the two of you who've been into the hunting grounds before are aware that the labyrinth shifts. But the areas next to a sunny community typically don't, or if they do, it's very rare. So you're recognizing this, and you're comfortable, if not 100% sure, that following this path will lead you back home.
Okay. Guys, listen, I think we're on the path back to my old community. For sure now. As we keep going, I'm being reminded more and more of what used to be here, and it's still the same.
Did any of the wanderers ever make it to your community when you were there?
Not that I remember. Like, we never really had much happen besides your normal everyday life.
And you don't feel that it's good that we're going towards it? You sound concerned.
Well, this is where I was lost for a while, just wandering for I don't know how long. So it just feels strange just to be meandering through it now. But
I mean, I just don't know what our options are. At this point, it feels like we could go back through the goblin cave.
It's been a long time since I've been here. I don't really know if my information is relevant or up to date now. It wouldn't hurt to check it out, though.
Okay, well, I think we should keep going unless anybody else thinks otherwise.
I'll continue going.
Yeah, I have no reason not to.
Okay. You get maybe an hour of cavern where you are approaching this community area. You start to see signs of habitation, like out of the way campsites that are long cold, just like basically just gatherings of stones that would have held a fire. You see like scratchings on the wall indicating the way to back to this community. You see, like, when it comes to scratchings, actually, you see several of them, some of which have been crossed out. Like, these signs have been made multiple times over the years when this path shifted. So, like, there's one that's like, left to the sunny community, and then, like, scratched out, right to the sunny community.
Yikes. Okay.
Okay. About an hour and 15. Those of you with decent passive perception, so anyone with a +2 to perception or more will begin to know a thing. Does anyone have that high passive perception?
Perception, you say?
Perception. I have a +3 on.
That counts. 2 or higher is what we're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
I have a 4.
All right.
I have a 3.
Arana, you're a wisdom character, so I assume you also have at least a 2.
My perception is 1.
What?
Oh.
All right, your wisdom's garbage. That's why you're one of the reasons you're a moon druid. I forgot.
Wow.
Boo.
Alright, so you don't know this. Everyone but Aranar. That kind of standard dank cave smell starts to change and grows sweet.
Sweet.
Just
Like sweet?
faintly sweet.
Something smells good. Do you smell that?
Yeah, I do, but I never smelt this before. Did I?
Cool.
DM?
What is
Have I
it?
smelt this before?
No, you haven't.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Have I smelled? I haven't smelled it. Have I smelled this?
This is your
I might have.
community, maybe?
Cole, roll intelligence.
Inteligente. Un momento, por favor. I am dumb.
But you still remember well sometimes. You have smelled this before. It's from some of the bad times when you were back home, and you didn't have a lot of good times back home, but the bad times were definitely the worst of times. This smell comes from a 9-month stretch when your community had no food.
Oh, sacrifices.
No.
No sacrifice.
Cannibalism.
No, sacrifices. That's what. Yeah, easy. All right.
So we're smelling sweet meat.
You're smelling the sickly sweet that is burning humanoid flesh.
Mm.
Now,
So,
you're far away, so at the moment, and this is sad but true of real life too. From a long distance, burnt human is a little sweet.
I get that.
okay. So they're just sniffing. So, do you remember what I said about doing what you had to do to survive?
Yes.
Yes.
That smell, you see, is not well, it's not.
It's not what?
What? Could it be the cupcakes? Do they still?
No, you see,
cupcake?
there are moments in my old community where we would go months or like a long time span without finding any food, and eventually, you know, we would pick the least productive members of our community, and they would serve as the food source. So,
So you ate your own kind.
Oh.
Is that what you're saying to us right now?
there's a reason I left. So,
I mean, on one hand, it is quite repulsive, but on the other hand, I mean, if you're starving, it does make sense. So I don't think it's totally unreasonable given the circumstances. But are you saying that's probably what's happening right now?
I'm pretty sure. Yes, I remember it faintly.
So if we go in there as newcomers, potentially food sources, is that true or?
Law of the land, Cole, is the least useful become food.
Well, the least useful will come food. I don't know if we would necessarily be targeted just because we arrived.
What
And
are these?
considering that they haven't eaten in a while, they're probably not the strongest, just to be honest with you.
That makes sense. Is there a lack of like crops or what do you normally eat around here?
We hunt. We hope that we find that like like small vermin, small like anything.
Your community did not have a moss farm. That was one of the major boons of their
Right.
communal triad, as that they had a consistent source of food. Yours was a pure hunter society.
So if there was nothing to find, or if you know the hunts weren't successful, that was our only source of food. It apparently still is the only source of food now.
From back then, only you and Theodore would be old enough. Their thin times were supplanted by trade. That was one of the benefits of that north-south trade channel. When the lava river destroyed that, they lost their only backup food source.
Oh, okay. You see, before the river shifted, we would trade, and that would take care of most of our needs. But you know, when the lava river cut off the path that also cut off the trade routes, and one thing led to another, and things got dark really quickly. Literally.
I'm trying to think of anything that we could do to sort of come with an offering of peace, not to stir any.
Aranar, you smell it now too.
Oh God.
Kim, this is out of character. How is goblin meat?
Not good. Stringy?
That's what I thought.
Stringy and not fatty. They are small. They are mostly muscle and rage.
So if you were given the choice between a weaker human and
Oh, it's a human
a
for sure.
goblin,
It's
you
a
would
human for
definitely
sure.
eat the human. Okay.
Yes, it's a human for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't really know how we can really help this situation.
It's not really our job to.
No, but do any of our gods have anything that we could ask them for?
You think I can talk to Mask?
No.
You think I could? I'm going to. Okay. Let me sit down for a moment. I'm gonna try to reach out to Mask, just like laughing humorously.
What do you say?
Mask, first and foremost, I know you saw that god eat all our gold, and I'm pretty upset about it. Just getting that out of the way now. Secondly, thank you for the mask. Much appreciated. Thirdly, do you even respond?
Can you hear this?
Like, do you even respond to people? I know that I've heard stories of some gods speaking, but I just don't think that you seem like the type, to be honest. And I wait.
Roll a d100.
D100, you say?
Yep.
/roll.
/roll. Space. 1d100.
100.
For a moment, you don't even remember who or what Mask is. Then it comes back to you. It's just a momentary. You don't even know what happened.
Well, I tried. Call it a day.
Did he like ghost you? I'm so confused. He's like, you know what? You're annoying. Shut the fuck up. Forget I exist. All right, fine.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I tried. I prayed. My God won't help. There you go.
I mean, this
Anyone
is-
else? Like, but you have to remember, the title of mine was not the most friendly. Perhaps someone who has more of a kinder, more gentle, spirited, helpful nature to them would be of assistance. Bear Lady.
What?
Bear lady.
What do you want me to
Thank
ask
you.
them?
I'm not sure. This was not my idea. Rezagil.
I was thinking that we could ask that they bless this community with some sort of, food source of some sort.
But before we do this, can we at least see the community first? Do they even deserve to be blessed? I know
I
that sounds
mean,
harshly coming from.
I'm not
coming from
saying
my
that they
home.
be blessed for just the goodness. I'm saying I would rather deal with those that are, happy that we can waltz in and say, we sent blessings to the gods for you, so.
In my experience,
Yeah.
people don't care about what you do for them if you don't seem like them or look like them. So, pardon me if I am skeptical.
Well, I mean, I don't have to look like anything. I can choose to look like whatever I'd like. So if that would be more favorable, I would be fine with shifting to whatever they are. If
How
that
nice it
helps.
must be to not be so limited in what you can become.
I mean, I have limitations. Let's not pretend like that's not a thing. But I mean, if that's all it's gonna take, I'm happy
I'm
to do it.
just saying I don't care for most of the people here.
I'm
Oh.
well aware of your hostility towards them. Are we going forward?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but I think we should definitely be prepared for anything.
Agreed. Always. I'm gonna Cole, could you describe what they look like?
I mean, it's different types of people, the same as your community. It's just a different location. It's a hodgepodge. It's a mix. It's a lot of different races.
Got it. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that I wouldn't stand out too much in my truer form.
So you
What
head
is
on.
Your true form?
what is your true form?
Well, I mean, as a changeling, I mean,
Oh, they will hate you. You may want to not be that in front of them.
well, I suppose I will shift into one of the people from my community that I had seen often. Sure.
It's a good plan.
I'm just gonna shift into like an average like woman my age, probably mostly the same.
Human though.
Just not. Yeah.
I mean, do you walk around in your true form?
I mean, I feel like I was like when I met them, I was like my
That's your
pale.
call. Like most changelings will have a chosen form, but very rarely will they stick around in their like almost white-skinned true form.
Yeah. I don't know.
And entirely up to you. Like changelings
People
are
really-
changelings are not so ostracized as they are in the classical lore because of the the forced situation.
Yeah.
It's entirely up to you.
Okay. All right. This is gonna have to go like back a little ways. So I guess if that's the case, then I will look mostly human.
Okay.
Right. Still the same height, features, all of that, but my skin will be more normal colors. And like my hair will be still colorful. Okay.
Okay.
We're still going with the fuchsia.
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
But yeah, I don't have like I'm not gonna stand out in a crowd much more than that.
Alright.
So
I mean, like moss dyes are not unheard of, so it's not really hard to change hair color.
Yeah.
But you're not in your white-skinned changeling shape.
right.
Okay. Alrighty. So you continue.
I envy her ability.
I'm sure you do. So you continue onward. About a half hour, that sickly smell gets pretty strong. It goes from sweet to too sweet. Like you're standing next to a Cinnabon, and they are but you've been there for like an hour. Like Cinnabon from like 50 feet smells really good. It's fresh dough and sugar. But
yeah.
Cinnabon from like 2 feet for an hour is nauseating.
Yeah.
You're hitting that level. You feel like you're standing inside of a Cinnabon and you can't escape the smell. And you come around this, exiting the hunting grounds into a pretty normal feeling kind of cavern, well traveled, turns left and right, probably heads into community areas. But it's not a long distance to the hunting grounds like it is back in your triad. You come out of this kind of cavernous area and you turn left, and you see a pretty well lit bioluminescent moss path that leads to what was once a community sunny area. You see the sun must be up because you can see up ahead, but you see the ruins of a community living space. There are maybe 3-4 dozen huts or stone structures that have been destroyed by what looks to have been maybe an earthquake, or there are signs of fire damage.
Wow.
Ninja, if you can't get your video on, at least leave it on so that it's not fucking with my cameras. Oh, hey, what's up? We see you.
But we can't hear you.
But we can't hear you again.
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to fix it. I think
Okay,
I got it right.
gotcha. All right. All right, you're back. Good. All right, cool. So yeah, you see the ruins of a sunny community.
But we can definitely tell all of this like natural disaster type stuff might have happened as well.
But yeah, it could have been destroyed by an earthquake. Like it's possible. But you also see fire damage.
Yeah. I'm just gonna immediately think that this place is cursed.
Cursed. All right.
Yeah.
Like, is
He's
this like new to me?
cursed.
This is new to you. When you left, you expected this was your home. You expected to turn left and see home.
Right, and now it's okay. Well,
So was this what it looked like when you were last here?
not at all. It was much less ruiny and destroyed. I'm trying to figure out what happened, but I don't know.
This
what
is
to figure-
very unsettling.
Yes. Very.
Is this place cursed? Should we be aware of something omnipresent in this place that is causing all of this that you know of?
Magic has never been my forte anyway.
Oh, we got Cole's video back, but his audio went back down.
Really? Okay. You know what? Hello?
Same.
No?
No. You've only got enough bandwidth for one. You can have video and some audio, or no video and good audio.
Exactly.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
All right. So you come out of this area. You see the ruins of of a sunny community. To the right, there's a path that probably leads to another. There's no, like, only Cole knows how far away that is. What are we doing? You turn left. You turn right.
My family was here, right?
What little family you had was in this area? Yes.
Yeah. If you guys don't mind, I want to check on a few things, just to see. I want to go to see what happened to what little family I had here. If that's
Sure.
okay.
I think that's totally reasonable.
Okay. So you turn left, headed towards the sunny community of Cole's Past. Cole, your home, your town, what was it called? Sunny what?
Sunny. We'll say Sunny Lamp.
Sunny Lamp. Okay.
Sunny Lamp. Yeah.
Your town was named because you didn't actually have a true sun shaft. You had a horizontal shaft that reflected across a crystal expanse, which is why it was named Sunny Lamp.
Of course.
Entering into the area, you take a look around, having that. Oh yeah, and your volume did return as well. Nice.
Oh, look at that.
Magic. Walking down memory lane, really having one of those, like movie or TV moments where you feel like you're literally stepping into your past. When you look around Cole, you see those, 2 or 3 dozen stone structures. The side cavern where your family was allowed to live, as shifters are still not exactly well thought of. Up above, you see this beautiful expanse of crystal that reflects the sun into your community's area. It was the kind of like the height of the Children's Day when the sun would come in and make that beautiful multicolor. It's all yellows, but it's like a big spectrum of yellows that kind of explodes into your area when the sun rises.
Sounds real pretty.
It was. It didn't have a lot of food, but it was actually a really pretty place. When you step in this time, the crystals are gone. They litter the floor in tiny shards, just everywhere, tiny little slivers, dangerous glass-like shards, huge crushing pieces, but the ceiling has almost none of them. The sun's up. You can tell it's daytime, but it should be like dazzling and beautiful here. Instead, it's a dull amber, as there's nothing to reflect the sun down into the community.
What could have brought such destruction all at once?
You see a huge, kind of like broad stone, purposefully shaped, maybe 18 feet across and only maybe 3 inches thick. So it's like a long, wide, but thin slab. Like right in the center, kind of football spiked into the stone, covered in small shards of crystal, and broken at the top, as if it had slammed into something with great force. On the side of this large slab of stone, written seemingly in blood, it says, "Sunlight is only for the believers. Death to Sunny Lamp."
Hmm.
And Cole's the only one seeing this, right?
Nope, you all see that.
Oh, we're all seeing
Cole walked into a dream, looked around his home, and was like, "Home!" Then he blinked and saw the devastating truth that was his home now. You all were just looking at the devastation the whole time.
Okay.
Sunlight belongs to the believers. I'm gonna look at okay. Corvia?
Yeah.
What do you know about this? Does this ring any bells? Who would have wrote something like this?
Do I need to make a roll?
Corvia, you're very quiet now.
I know what's going on. Whee!
Up the game.
It has to be like Zoom.
Maybe
I'm thinking.
now?
it's better.
'Cause
It just
if
sounds
the
like you're
levels-
talking louder.
Yeah, I think it's like Zoom
What about
somehow.
now?
That's way better.
Much better.
Okay, I'm upping the gain. Okay. Do I need to make like some type of roll to know? if
What
the
do
right
you want to check?
If-
Which bank of memory are you trying to dig through?
Okay, let me ask a more specific question. So like, Corvia, is this a religious group that would have done
That's
this?
what I was thinking to roll. Yeah.
Because the way they phrase their question, believers.
So do I should roll religion?
You should roll religion then. $11. The most prominent religion in the lands below is the worship of the sun. But you don't know of any religion or cult that called themselves the Believers, and like restricting access to sunlight is not really anything you've experienced before.
Okay. Cole, I've never heard of any other religion of unless praising the sun. I've never heard of anything else that would go against it.
Dark Souls. Let's see. There's nothing that I can check, is there? Like, would I know? I wouldn't know anything about like a random group that just came in like that, right?
You've been gone a long time. When you
Yeah, I
left,
don't have
there
any
was no
games.
like weird cult or anything here.
Does anyone know anything about this? Like,
Could it be from when the first cave we entered with the coffin? Could it be those wanderers that Aranar saw?
perhaps,
Were
but we know
they?
nothing about them. Like, I don't want to assume that just because. I'm not sure. Aranar, what do you think?
Wanderers? What? I don't remember the Wanderers.
It's like the first cave we went to with the coffin.
When do you remember the story you told us when we were speaking inside of the first caves that we went into, you said that you had stumbled upon a group of people that were non-describable, like nondescriptive. That they said something about the darkness. They served he who was in the. I forget the specific wording, but
Yeah, those are in my wonderful notes.
If
Um,
only we had our notes.
So from what I remember, already told you everything that I knew about them. They were just
look at
wanderers.
the stone and try.
Can I look at the stone and try?
Can you put some more mental effort into this?
Can you?
You want to lick the stone? Is that what I heard?
You want me to lick it? What?
What?
No, he said he wanted me to look at the stone
Oh,
and try to see if something stirs my memory.
okay.
don't know.
Roll intelligence to see if you remember something.
Better than an 11, please.
All right. The wanderers that you met made no mention of the sun or beliefs.
Yeah, because they're nighttime. Okay, darkness.
Yeah, I don't remember anything. They didn't say anything about the sun or worshiping the sun, from what I remember.
I see. I'm gonna. Okay, so can I walk up to where the actual thing hit? What, like the main rock? I
Mhm.
forget what it was. Yeah. Okay. So can I just look around there?
Sure.
Like I'll take some time to investigate if
Alright.
need be.
Investigate the area. While he investigates, what are the other three of you doing?
Running stupid notes.
Writing stupid notes. Okay, good, good.
Nah, I didn't. Did I do that? I didn't mean to.
Kind of looking around at the
You know what?
surroundings, investigating.
Are you also trying to investigate?
Please.
Arinar?
Yeah.
Okay, roll investigation.
Trash out here.
Alright, those are the two people investigating. What are the other two doing?
Thank you.
Nice.
I'm just wondering, like, maybe they just don't believe in, the sun anymore. And they piss somebody off. I don't know. I'm at a loss. I have no experience with this.
You got 10 minutes while these two wander around. What are you doing?
What's in this area that we're at?
The,
Or stop.
the ruins of a community.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, it's not nothing. There's 30 houses that have been destroyed or ruined in some capacity. There's, there are things to discover, or you could just
Yeah.
stand there and stare at the sky.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of try to the nearest house that I can see. I'm just gonna kind of go walk through what's left of it and see if I can pick up any items or
Okay.
notes or anything that I can try to use.
What about you, Corvia?
I look at the blood and see if it's like dried or brand new blood.
Seems
'Cause I don't-
long dried.
Oh, okay. And then I'll just follow Rezagiel, wonder where she's up to.
Okay.
Should I roll investigation? Or,
Nah, they're
no?
doing the investigating. So the four of you will all very easily find a few things. There are definitely years-old bodies here. It's not nearly enough to make up a community. Like there's probably less than half of the people who could have filled out this space are still here and dead. But there are definitely a good number of very old bodies.
Years?
Years old, yeah, having long since gone through the decay process.
Are they just in the houses or like everywhere?
Mostly the houses. Like you'll find a few of them in the side caves that are like out in the open, but in the central area where the sunlight would normally beam down, there are no bodies outside of homes.
So this attack came probably when everybody was asleep, or definitely like late on their schedule, like I don't know, night, something like that.
They don't look like they were killed.
Were they starved to
They
death?
look like they starved to death.
Got it.
The vast majority of them look as though they were starved. Some of them do show signs of having been killed, but even those are painfully thin.
Yeah.
Most of the ones that show signs of having been like actively killed are near another body that does not show that sign.
Got it.
Investigators, you find a few more things. There are a variety of maybe 4 or 5 uncharged sun torches. You find probably just a smattering of money, probably, like 10 gold in copper, like 100 copper pieces throughout the whole village. Cole, you know, by nature of familiarity more than anything, even if it wouldn't have been an active choice, make your way home. You head for your actual house, where you don't find anyone. This is one of the empty buildings. You see signs of habitation, old, long gone signs of habitation. There's, shifter fur stuck in corners and stuff like that. No bodies. Just for fun and amusement, you see a small moss-filled rag doll that was once yours, way back once upon a time. Aranar, you find food storage. It doesn't look like they needed to starve to death. They had food. Not a ton, but more than enough to feed the number of bodies that are here for an amount of time. With your high roll, you also see that the food storage shows signs of having been locked, though there are no locks present now. So maybe they did starve because they couldn't access their food. Finally, you see signs of wheeled tracks heading west out of the community, which is not. You guys came in from the northeast, or from the strict east, actually.
What's
Were the
west?
tracks there before?
No, there were no tracks. There were wheels.
Okay.
What is in the western direction?
Are you asking Cole or what?
No, I'm asking, like, what do I see?
An exit to the community, just a cave.
Okay.
I could probably tell you if you asked. Huh?
I will in a second.
At least what used to be there. I don't know anymore.
I could
But the
probably
family's
go and
alive
ask-
somewhere.
and ask
Time to go on a
him
hunt.
What is
Yay.
west? Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Cool.
Huh? What?
No, you didn't hear me. Okay, I went to find Cole, and then I asked him, "Hey, what is west? What is that? What is that exit west of the community?"
To the west was the lead or largest of your communal triad, known as Sunny Skies. It had a very wide sun shaft. It got more sun than the other two combined.
That's where all of the, for lack of a better term, never mind. That's where very rich people in our community lived. Sunny Skies, they called it that because it got the most sun, exposure out of everywhere.
There's continue.
This was my home, but there are no bodies here.
Oh, Oh, I was just okay. Do you need a moment? I can go find the others and
And there are
give you a
tracks here that
moment.
weren't here before, so perhaps they escaped. More likely, someone took them. I'm not sure.
there
What do you think
were,
these tracks lead?
There were the wheeled tracks heading toward. Well, do we know what a wheel is?
Yeah, like a wheel is not a new invention.
Okay,
They just don't
okay.
really have a lot of use for them. Like you,
Okay.
like there might be wheels. Your most familiarity with them is probably more like grinding, like in a mill, rather than a cart.
Okay. There were wheeled tracks heading west towards your Sunny Skies community. I also noticed something odd. There was a food storage, and it wasn't locked, but it looks like at one point it was locked.
Cole, you remember that that you did have a locked food store, largely because you needed to your community needed to like sternly ration.
Ration.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember it. They used to ration food, very particularly. But if the food is still there, that means that someone stopped rationing it eventually. Interesting. Well, did you find anything else, or?
Just some sun torches and a few copper pieces here and there.
Okay, let's rendezvous with the others.
Okay. You meet up.
So, everyone, I went to what was once my home. I was honestly expecting to find the bodies of my family members, but there were none there. So they either ran the same as I, or I'm not sure what else could have happened, but these tracks lead to a part of the community that the wealthy lived in. Well, as wealthy as you can be, I suppose, lived in down here. So I think we should investigate that.
Which one of you had the +4 to perception? Is that Corvia?
No. I think that was Rezigal.
I have a 3.
Let's see. I think that was me.
Cole?
Was it Cole?
Actually, yeah.
Could be cool. Yeah.
Alright.
Let me look. Perception. Yes, I have a 4.
Okay. Cole, you're having this conversation, near the middle of town, pointing out the tracks, looking around in the area, and you start to hear the sounds of something coming from several of the buildings.
I am not in a good mood. Okay. Do I know the direction?
It's all over. Several of the homes are emitting sounds.
Prepare yourselves. It seems that we are surrounded by something that I'm not sure. But I'm not sure what it is. I don't know. Do I recognize? I don't know what the sound is, right?
It's far away, and you're barely hearing it at the
Oh, it's
outer-
far. Okay.
Wait, like you're in the center of town, so like 30 feet away there's a building, 40 feet away there's a building, 10 feet away there's a building, but like buildings everywhere. Some of the buildings have sounds.
Do you guys hear that though?
I don't hear anything.
There's sounds coming from some of these buildings around us.
And he points around that some of the buildings in the area are, closer or further. Like there's 130 feet, 150 feet, and 135 feet away, in different directions. The sounds increase as you kind of go on high alert, and they get louder and more numerous. Now everyone hears the sounds.
Okay.
I looked at all these houses. There was nothing alive in them.
There's no way there could be anything here. I don't understand.
What do you say? Oh man, we can't hear you.
You're muted.
Yeah, can't hear Cole at all.
I love his reaction. He's like, what?
He's like, "Are you kidding me right now?"
can't hear.
Nope. Used up all the bandwidth on your video. Sorry. We
Nope.
can only see or hear you now.
Dang it!
We ran out of LTE.
Yep. Nope.
It was like totally fine. I don't know what is happening.
Cole.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cole seems to have lost the ability to speak. His reverie from being home, his worry for his family, the shock at what's happened to his once homeland has struck him mute. And the sounds are increasing. So you can all hear the sounds now. And it is no longer just 3 houses. It sounds like many of the houses are emitting sounds.
It's coming like the sound's coming towards us.
The sounds coming from the homes, not necessarily
okay.
towards or away from you.
Okay.
It's just rising in volume.
Hmm.
It's steadily rising in volume. Not, and I don't mean like it's going to like screaming. It's just going from a whisper to audible.
I don't remember seeing anyone here. I don't know what those sounds could be.
Nor do I. I guess let's go try to figure out what it is, shall we?
Look.
Oh, that
Mm,
I heard him.
I think I heard Cole.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I this Zoom. I don't know. Okay.
Maybe we'll stick to Discord.
Probably.
All right. So are you gonna go check it out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You approach the nearest home. You're right. There was nothing living in these houses.
God damn it. Ah.
Inside, you see the kind of aimlessly shambling form of the body that, let's say, Aranar had seen on the ground when she checked this house. It's standing. It's just kind of moseying about the house. The times when you heard something was when it happened to bump into something.
Oh my god.
So at this point, I'm just gonna assume there's a necromancer somewhere.
Do we know what that
controlling
is?
these.
You should
Well-
work.
Necromancy as a school of magic is not foreign. I wouldn't say the undead are terribly common.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm obviously I know there's bodies
Right.
that are not alive.
Yep.
There has to be a source of energy
Mm-hmm.
giving them life, So it's I'm confused. I'm wondering if we maybe disturbed them, there's some kind of trap that we set off, or if maybe somebody sees us and wants to mess with us, or I don't know. Not really sure. Very on alert though. I'm kind of looking around, trying to see I see that there's movement, but what else is around us?
I mean, you're familiar with the area. There's a 30 some odd buildings.
Yeah.
The large stone spike slab, and the exit to the east and the west. As you quickly, kind of conversate over this little topic, the noise once again rises in the area. You start to hear a kind of whispering.
A whisper. You guys hear
Is
that?
it multiple voices whispering, or is it one?
It definitely sounds like it's all around you.
Hmm.
The last time I heard this sort of thing was when we were in that cave
With the coffin?
behind the dragon.
Oh, that. Oh.
Hmm.
I grow weary of magic.
Like,
This is probably not good.
One of the bodies on the opposite side of the central area exits its building,
Uh
I draw my sword.
stumbles into
Well,
the area. It's not
let's get to it.
It's not looking at you. Doesn't seem to be aiming for you. It just has kind of gotten lucky and wandered out its door. And that whispering increases, and you can see the body's mouth moving.
Hmm.
Sword in hand, I'm gonna start walking towards it.
No, no, don't
Don't. I would.
go. Don't. Let's see where it goes. Let's
I
watch
don't
it.
think it knows where it's going. Can you not see
Oh,
the thing?
I mean,
Not-
maybe not, but I mean, I don't think we should try to mess with it.
so you want me to just leave all of this here?
Cole
I
and
mean-
Aranar, as the body wanders out, you notice something that you took for granted during your investigations. Its eyes are open. And they weren't before. They look white blind.
It's a White Walker. Got it.
He's not blue or cold or anything.
Did you see?
that a
Do you
goal?
notice? Do you notice that their eyes are open?
That is strange.
None of the bodies that I saw had their eyes open.
Let's see. So what should we do about this? Apparently, since you guys don't want me to just become the #slingy slasher, so
I mean, if its eyes are open, doesn't that mean it or somebody using it can see? I mean, why open the eyes if unnecessary? There has to be a reason.
we kill it, we move on.
Oh, God. You are very
Yes.
gung ho about killing things and moving on, Cole. I understand, but I think if you open this can of worms, you're going to be overwhelmed very quickly.
There was more than one body, so
Yes.
there's probably more than one.
I mean, you know there are two now. One's outside, one's in the house you're standing next to.
Right.
I mean, there were more than one.
There were 30 bodies in the
dead
area.
body, so there's potential. Yeah, there's the potential for multiple animated bodies. I don't want to fight a dead but not dead army.
So what do you recommend we do?
I think we should go in a house and close the doors. And
Why would we
there
trap
a-
ourselves in a home?
That didn't
Surrounded
protect
by-
any of these.
why would we
Bodies walking
uh,
around.
walk outside with 30 bodies?
Can we move further into this? Like, is there more, like, village or city? Like, what is there more that we could walk to? Or
As I
Well, the
said, there are
west
trails
side-
leading to Sunny.
Yeah, like there are side caverns with some domiciles, but there were bodies over there too. The only real
Yeah.
exits are the exits, east and west.
I am not leaving until I at least see where these tracks lead.
Well, the tracks lead to the western through the western exit.
Say less. We can leave through the western exit.
There you go.
okay.
That much you already do in your investigation.
Yeah.
As this conversation goes on, several more bodies have lucked out and wandered out their doors.
Grab my other dagger and put it in my other hand.
The whispers are growing, and as you think they'd be audible if you listened hard enough.
There's about to be a wisdom check.
There's about to be a perception check.
Wait,
Can
do
I-
the doors of the houses have locks on them?
No.
Okay.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna walk up to one and say hello.
How close?
Trying to communicate to it?
I'm gonna walk socially distanced, 6 feet apart. You know.
So one
Situation.
So one square. Basically, right up to him.
You say 1 square and it makes me very scared.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do an extra socially
2
distanced
square.
2 square.
Okay. Okay. Alrighty. You say hello. The head slowly but noticeably turns towards your voice. It's aimlessly wandering, blind-eyed. John Cena's here. He can't see you, and you walk up and it says hello, and it's just make a perception
Just
check.
stairs?
Everybody or
Just her.
just her? Okay.
Also, my perception was 1. I was very wrong. So
Nice. Okay. Its mouth opens and closes a few times, but eventually you make out a whisper. It says, "Light, light, light."
okay. You would like sunlight. Sunlight.
Wait, can we hear this?
Does it respond?
Are you saying that loud enough for them to hear?
Yes.
Okay. So no
Over the
fusing.
next 12 seconds or so, all 30 bodies in the village exit their home.
That's what I thought.
Um,
Are they coming towards me?
They are. You're the only sound in the area.
Okay, they like sound. Got it.
So they like not quickly. They're moving. You know, like
Yeah, they don't seem to be like
2 feet a turn,
upset.
but they are definitely shambling in your general direction. The one you're talking to is approaching you at its full speed, 2 feet a turn,
Got it.
but it's definitely
I'm
walking
just
right
gonna-
at you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn around and walk back to the group.
Okay.
I'm not gonna run or do anything crazy. I'm just gonna walk back and kind of
As
just
a-
tell him what I did and what he said. So
So can we knock all these out in one blow? Or do you have anything that's like mass destruction type?
I
thing?
don't have. I haven't rested, so
It's almost like we need a spatula used. I don't know.
Um,
I don't think that we need to destroy all of them. They seem decently harmless. They're definitely interested in sound.
Are they-
And
are
they
they-
keep murmuring light,
Are they-
light,
did you say
Light.
light?
light. Yes.
Could it be that they're attracted to light and we can use it to lure them away as we
They're
get
not
to the exit?
attracted to light. I believe they're attracted to sound more than light, but I think they are trying to get somewhere, in their brain somehow that is light. I don't know what the light part really means.
So listen. We're speaking about this like this is normal, as if these decaying bodies randomly getting up and saying light does not cause concern or alarm in any of us. Why are we? What are we doing here?
If we don't have to destroy everything, I don't think we should. I mean, like,
So what do you
if
suggest?
we can
do?
figure out what they're trying to get at, we might be able to understand what happened here. I mean, the sunlight is an issue, obviously. It seemed to be significant in the destruction here, and the fact that they're still pandering towards some sort of light, I mean, that's very telling. I'm curious to know what more lies behind their, entire energy source. Why are they here? Why are they still alive and moving, or not really alive? I'm not sure. Also, I mean, I'm just going to say this. I would like to loot this place if possible to find any supplies. I don't want to disrupt them or anger them, but, I'd like to do both of these things without causing harm and combat.
We see them all coming towards us, right?
Not towards you. They are headed for the area where Pepper was.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the previous sound that she made.
Yep.
The torches I found, those were uncharged, right?
Uncharged, yes.
Yeah, okay. Alright, cool.
Okay.
Normally, I would be on board with your plan, but this is the one location that I don't really care to loot. So
Yeah. What else would they have here? If it just looks like ruins in this area.
Was there any sort of hierarchy here, Cole? Were there
Yes.
yeah,
wealthier beings? Were there warriors? What's the demographic here like?
everyone was a hunter. Everyone went and got food. There were a few elites who stayed in a specific part of town towards the west exit. Like I said, if you wanted to go that direction, that's where the tracks seem to lead to.
Okay,
I'm in favor of going west towards the
yes, that's fine. I think we should just try to move quietly because we don't want to have them follow us if we can help it, but just avoid them if possible.
I don't understand. if you wish.
So what's the decision? What are we doing?
We're gonna move quietly towards the west.
Okay. The group of bodies roughly resembles a mob near the center of town where you had last spoken to that one who, saying the word light. They're definitely all saying light. It's the only word they say. They just kind of whisper it. Most of the time they don't even bother with the word, the L or the T sounds. It's just I. But every once in a while they accidentally get it right and say light. You four head west towards the exits or the cavern that enters and exits to the west side, you see that large wheeled track. These wheels are very big. Your only real comparison would have been a mill. That's that huge wheel grinding stone. If something was carried on this, it was very large. They're set like 10 feet apart.
So something appears to have been moved this way.
Yep. It made it as far as the interior edge of this community, and the tracks stops there, and then either came from or went to the west.
Was there any sort of trade going on in the city, Cole? You said hunting and gathering.
Yes,
type
there was
situations.
not before the lava, yes, but nothing like this. These tracks were not here before.
That's very odd.
Wait, how long ago was Cole and when he left?
A hot minute.
Couple decades.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's been in Sunny Lake for a good while. Maybe let's say 10 years.
Okay.
All right. Well, I suppose we should just keep going, unless there's anything we want to investigate. All right.
We'll just keep going.
All right, you head west, leaving behind the
Oh, great.
Sunny Lamp community of zombie thingies.
And they wouldn't let me come.
Yeah, you wanted to fight them.
Soul stress.
I mean, maybe they weren't dead.
I mean, they need to be.
Maybe
All
maybe
they
they
say
should
is
be.
light and blind and just walk, Yeah.
I mean, if they were already starving, I don't know. Maybe they're
They would
better
eat us.
off.
Maybe.
True. I don't know. It sounded like, out of character. I was like, I don't know if they're under some kind of spell of some sort.
I think it was like
and-
goals, I feel like, out of character.
yeah.
Well, it was kind of like zombies, but it looked like some of them weren't dead. Like some of the ones that were stabbed were maybe zombies first, possibly. And then, but I don't know. Like,
I'm
I
just saying,
don't either.
I didn't like the community in the first place. I would have been okay with wiping them out.
Yeah, I
still-
totally
we
get what you're
We
talking about.
still might double back.
Especially
Like,
since
yeah.
your family wasn't there anyway.
Oh yeah, I'm ready. No, I was thinking about do I see officials here?
All right.
I mean, I think we could honestly, just if we actually go back, we could probably just start a fire somehow and just let it burn, and they would die, But I just want to know what this light thing. How did they get this in their brain? They want light.
Mm.
Well, it seems that they were blinded, considering.
Yeah.
So they saw something really bright. Got to figure that out, but and considering there are tracks on there, something carried. I don't know. It's a mystery. We're gonna figure it out. We're
It
following the
is a
tracks.
mystery.
Where's my family? I don't care about
Find
that.
out. You begin to head westward. It's about 45 minutes to an hour to Sunny Skies, as Cole remembers it anyway.
can we take a really quick bathroom break?
We're gonna end here in 3 minutes.
Okay, then
Okay.
never mind. I can wait.
You got 45 minutes to an hour to Sunny Skies. You follow this trail, and it looks like it's probably going to go the whole way. You know that this southern path, Cole, just leads to Sunny Skies. There are basically no offshoot caverns, maybe a couple of little inlets or whatever, but nothing of note. So you travel almost the whole way. You get about 30 minutes, a little over halfway, and suddenly things are very different. There are huge moss banners, and you don't have banners. Hell, you probably don't even know what banners are because you didn't really have the luxury of textiles or the need to have a banner. Cole, these weren't here last time. These are new to you as well, but to the other three of you, you've never even seen this much moss cloth in the same space. They're, like 15 feet tall, hanging from the walls, well out of reach. Just these monstrous moss banners with the symbol with like a huge angry looking sun on them. You can see like a well stitched sun symbol, but the outer edges have that fucking, it's like Super Mario World angry sun in the desert level. It's got they got like big curling tendrils of heat, not just woo sunlight. And it's got a distinctive kind of angry orange highlighting just every the image. Yeah, you spot that about 15 to 20 minutes away from the edge of Sunny Skies. If anyone would like to comment. You're muted
I'm
again,
just
Cole.
shocked.
So it's like, that's new.
Okay. You head onwards. 10 minutes later, you see another new thing. A wall. Someone has constructed a fortifying wall that fills the cavern. The entire cavern, floor to ceiling, is filled to the brim with a not quite stone, but it looks stone enough wall. Doors are shut. It is a completely closed off passage. But there are doors. It's not just like it's not a full stone here. And it is purposefully built, looks handmade, and has large doors in its center. Definitely large enough to fit, or it's definitely wide enough to fit whatever this wheeled cart was.
So this is something that was constructed sometime between, now and when Cole left.
Right, in the last 10 years.
And to me, it feels like it's just a class system. They just shut off, everything to this poor community. And I don't know. That's my theory.
I think they could have hoarded from the old or the previous community that we just went to. Just the rich people just took it with those wagons or wheeled vehicles.
As you stand there and kind of goggle at this huge stone wall, having never had need for or seen such a thing before, a sliding panel above the huge stone doors just kind of, I guess it's gravel, so like aside. Do you see a crystalline face? Maybe a person wearing a crystal helmet, something like that. Kind of pop up in the space, look at you guys, then a shout. Praise the sun! Show your belief or die!
I'm just gonna say, praise be the sun!
I mutter behind her, praise be the sun.
And then
Hey,
I'm gonna take out some gold too at this time and kind of hold it up.
to persuade them. Yeah, I'll do the same thing. I'll say praise the sun. What is Cole doing?
You say those things, you hold up some gold, you see 3 crossbows fill the slot.
I'm just glaring. I don't say anything.
And we'll pick up next time as the guards fire upon you.
Of course.
Oh, getting shot at. Okay.
Cool.
Well,
All right, good job, everybody. You discovered a sun cult, some
Yeah.
weird zombies. Doing good. Cole's homeland was destroyed. Everything's great.
Family MIA.
Family MIA. Who knows? Could be alive. Might be zombies.
They might be in the
entirely.
cult.
Could be in the cult. Could be leading the cult. Who knows?
Yep.
That'd be dope. I wouldn't even destroy it. I'd be like, cool.
Oh, like, dope. Nice job. You found a cult.
Smart. Survivability.
Hell yeah. All right, buddy.